was Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Shout out to the fam. How y'all feeling? It's early, but as I said yesterday, I probably pop on early today and build on some boxing. This one gonna be a little bit different though. But before we do get into that, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, and come rock out with the fam. Your boy still got a little fake cold, man, going on, but we gonna push right through that. We gonna ignore it. Shout out to the fam. Casino, my guy. All things, what's good with it, bro? Shout out to Casino. Cal Coolett, what's good with it, bro? Nah, this one, I wanted to stir the pot a little bit, like kind of confuse the people. I'm gonna tell y'all how I got here. L-Dub Boxing, the fax machine is in the building, my guy. You versus Ben. That's the day before my birthday, Dub. That's the day before my birthday. Hey, look, man. Y'all do me a solid, man. If y'all not subscribed to L-Dub Boxing, please do. Please do. Support the content creators. We gonna keep building. I looked at my last week, y'all. Y'all got over a day of streaming in my last week. Less than a week. You get what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Crush the legend, my God. But that's one day before my born day, man. Appreciate you. To the realest source of boxing, L-Dub. That's a fact. JJ would it do. So check it out. I see Casino. You think I'm on Haney helmet. Nah, look, check this out. I try to tell people before, bro, I'm one of one, and I mean that. I don't talk about myself as a content creator. I don't compare myself to nobody, none of that. I just got my own viewpoint, my own way that I look at boxing. And like I said before, what brought me to YouTube, man, it seemed like everybody was talking boxing, but they wasn't talking boxing. No slight to nobody at all. It just seemed like people was arguing boxing. And it seemed like the overall feeling of boxing was just to see how I could make content to prove that this fighter is not that. This fighter is not this. You get what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's boxing for me. I feel like the way you're supposed to speak this sport, if you truly appreciate it, the people that listen to you supposed to be able to hear it in your content that you rock with the sport, not just the fighter. You rock with the entire sport, all of these guys. So I seen somebody, shout out to my cousin. She sent me this video that I'm gonna play. I'm gonna share it with y'all, man. I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna share this video with y'all. But what got me here, I'm not on Haney helmet. I'm not on his ass, right? This is not my words calling him the face of boxing, zombie Haney, fraud check, all that stuff. This is a video that I came across that I'm gonna share. And the reason why I came here today is because people, I still get called a Devin Haney hater. Like I don't know how y'all see things, but when we put content out, it's there forever. So we be having old videos, people be going back commenting on, and the reason I'm here is because anybody that tunes in today, if you're a Devin Haney fan, if Devin Haney is your favorite fighter, you need to tune in. I need to give all y'all class a hating 101. I need to show y'all what hating 101 is. You could, after me sharing this video, you could never again call me a hater ever in life with Devin Haney. When it comes to this dude, I'm strictly speaking to the ones that's running around YouTube talking about everybody hating on them. They just hate them. No, they don't. No, they don't. People hate the narratives that surround the fighter, but don't nobody hate the individual, especially not over this way. I'm speaking for me though. I don't hate this dude. I rock with him. I give him his just due every chance I get. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do that again today. But I'm gonna get a people that is always talking about everybody's hating on Haney. I'm gonna give y'all a class of 101. I'm gonna play this whole video, copyrighted now. I don't even care if they copyright. I'll delete it, but my message is gonna be clear with this. I'm gonna show everybody exactly what Haney hate looks like. I'm gonna show you what it looked like. You ain't never seen me spend an absurd amount of time or putting together documentaries, little mini documentaries and videos trying to prove that this guy is not it. I'd never do that. That's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? When people do that, I genuinely think they don't like boxing. You get what I'm saying? Or they doing it for a reaction, right? The views and all of that stuff. But me, I'm just do boxing. That means everybody gets their credit. Even Devin Haney, even after getting his ass handed to him by Ryan, still get a guy's credit. I'm gonna show y'all what Haney hate look like. When people take time out of their day to put together, nice little pieces. It's creative. But this is what you call Devin Haney hate. And this ain't, if you ain't never heard me talk like this. And I got a couple clips. I'm gonna play this video for y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. GM, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Dre Smith, what it do? Claymore Rain, my guy, what's good, fam? Uncle Rick is in the building. They looking shaky out here for real. And look, through all the criticism, like the way people perceive him, the way they say his stock took a hit, I'm still giving this dude his just due because I think people missing the bigger picture, man. You get what I'm saying? You can't tell me this dude ain't putting no work in. You get what I'm saying? Ace, what's good with it? Hen Dog, what it do? You saw the zombie video? Yeah, I'm gonna play that. That one is short, and look, I don't do personals. I want to make all this shit clear. I don't do personals, but I want to just demonstrate and let y'all see in real time what this hate look like. Me, I'm gonna get fighters they just do when nobody else is. I just want people to know that. That's because I think that's the way we supposed to look at boxing, man. We're not supposed to sit up and complain about everything that's wrong with it. I don't feel like it's my duty to sit up here and try to convince the viewing public that this fighter is not who he say he is. The fights that he have in the ring is going to determine that. So I ain't got to fight that fight. I fight the good fight, and that's giving people their credit even when nobody else see a reason to. That's why when I say I'm one of one, that's not saying I'm better than nobody else that do this. But I'm saying I'm authentic, I'm original, I'm me. I give people credit, anytime I see an opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Because I understand as a fight fan, I don't do this shit. I can't go 12 rounds. I can't box for 6 rounds. I can't go 10. You get what I'm saying? I can't do the shit that they do. So me understanding that, I have a different appreciation for the work that they put in. So I tend to highlight what's right with boxing and, what's positive about it more so than hang on to the shit that's negative. So I'm going to show everybody. Shout out to Dre Smith. Appreciate you, bro. J Boxing, man. Top of the top to everybody. Levon down, Gaither, my guy. What's good, bro? I see a lot of Ryan hate. Why is Devin and Bill following Ryan around recording them? They applying pressure on them, Ace. It's hard boxing too. Yeah. They putting pressure on them. They feel like they've been wronged by Ryan Garcia, bro. So I understand it. and they know the cameras is on, they know the people talking, the people are watching. The way he handled it, I ain't even mad that they putting pressure on him, yo. Like, he need that. Maybe that's what he need. He don't need to be let off the hook for the situation. I'm not saying he intentionally did anything, but at the end of the day, the way he's handled this situation couldn't be worse. So I don't mind the Haney's putting pressure on him. I don't mind them running down, talking about you ducking it. It's funny to me. I don't mind them trying to get him to take, 24/7, 365 drug testing. I'm not against none of it. Make his ass test. He should be testing. And he should be testing all the time. Don't let him off the hook for that. You know what I mean? Hold him accountable. Make sure that if you do, in fact, get in a ring with this dude, that he's clean. You'll never give nobody a chance to do you dirty again. And again, I gave Haney credit for that. I seen people say, man, well, I'm not really giving him no credit for enrolling in VADA, 24/7, 365 because, Victor Conte and blah, blah, blah. I ain't going that route. Listen, I respect it. You're gonna have to be a mad scientist and one of the most careful people if you offer to enroll yourself into such strenuous drug testing, and then you're gonna be cheating. I never looked at Haney as a cheater. I'm not gonna start looking at him as one. I get it. People don't like snack, and I respect it. I don't argue people's views about it. I just don't feel like it's giving these guys no crazy ass enhancements. And I think what we seen against Ryan was evidence of that. You get what I'm saying? If snack was so damn beneficial, you get what I'm saying? I don't think he'd have been getting knocked the hell all around the ring the way some people make it seem. So that's not the conversation for today, but we're going to get into this video. Mike Mazak, my bro, what's good with it? Andrew, great in the building, my guy. So I like the Conor Ben pressure, though. Yeah, I like it. Shout out to Savage, bro. Mr. Empire with it, dude. Mark Miller, what's good with it? Billy doing all the talking. But Dev did say shit. That's how I go. Mills Rob, what it do, man? He said he won't test for VADA. Yeah, but he need to be held to the flames, because the guy that essentially popped hot, whether it was his intentional doing or not, is his responsibility. He don't get to determine like, oh, he's not taking drug testing. Okay, if you're not using VADA, then you got to use somebody. You have to be drug tested. So I'm not really feeling that energy again from Ryan. If you was smart, Ryan Garcia, buddy boy, if you was smart, you would accept the challenge. That is them challenging you to enroll into heavy drug testing. But instead, you want to tuck your tail and walk straight and with your head down like you don't hear or see nothing going on. I ain't feeling that, bro, because you ran amok after this situation. Whether you did it or not on purpose, you ran crazy after this happened. About to sneeze, pardon me, y'all. He ran crazy. It's the way that he dealt with it. Had he been more mature and responsible, then maybe I'll be giving him the benefit of the doubt. But the fact that he was very dismissive of everything, he trolled them, he made jokes about it, he made videos, he thought this shit was funny. Like, the dude career, and this is me just being genuine as a boxing fan, the dude, it's very possible for Devin Haney's career to not be the same again, right? Some people really believe that. And you got to think, no matter what you say, Ryan Garcia, it's a proven fact that you popped hot, whether you did it on purpose or not, whether somebody spiked something or not, your responsibility, dude. And as a result, you got a guy's career that could be like altered permanently. So that's the part I can't rock with. So Ryan Garcia, I don't rock with you when you talk about what you're not going to do, because that's the last thing you need to be talking about. You need to be all in with any type of drug testing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, but I'll say this. Who you choose to test with is not really my issue. It's just long as you're being tested heavily and you're clean the next time you get back in the ring. Get what I'm saying? You don't like VADA, then use WADA. I don't know. Don't get me the name. Just do something, bro. You got to do something, bro. You got to do something. Newsflash. VADA don't do the testing. Right. They don't. So I don't know why he's saying that. Snack, VADA, Conte. I get that. I understand that. So when I hear people say, they don't trust them, then there's somebody that you can trust. Then go use, another, you get what I'm saying? Testing agency or whatever you want to frame it, but you got to be tested. Ryan Garcia cannot step back in the boxing ring without making sure 100% that he's clean. And if he not, he bogus. Free Smoke was good with it. Yeah, man, we going to talk about it. I probably spin the block today. Probably. Mark Miller, what it do? Ryan already got punished and Haney took money. So what is they really suing for? For me, Mark, it seemed like money that they seemed like they were owed, and money that, I mean, he obviously felt like his career took a hit. Like he said, it affected him financially, and it's a number of different things. And I think ultimately, Mark, the fact that Osterine was present at all, whether it was a lot or a little bit, it doesn't really matter. It was present. You get what I'm saying? And the fact that that's just what it is. I think that's always gonna make them be okay with suing. You get what I'm saying? People like, oh, you suing for battery. That's just a bad look, period, because it's boxing and you're gonna get your ass whooped. But at the end of the day, I think he feels like from a financial standpoint, and you see it and you hear it, the way people talk about his stock drop is crazy. So it is what it is, man. But Ryan is suing him too. Drew Division, my guy, was good with it. All things said, fans okay with Victor Content. Snack. I don't have an issue with Snack, but I understand all things, everybody's reservations towards Victor Content. I'm 100% clear on that. That's why I don't argue it, but I don't have the issue with Snack that people do. They feel like it's some type of unfair advantage. I don't see it that way. You know what I mean? I see it a little bit different. Man, shout out to my guy, Naeem, the dream, the only dream that matters, man. Listen, tell Bill, drop the lawsuits. This is why I'm the only dream. The only dream that matters. Hashtag free Ryan. Shout out to Naeem. Big, much love, much love. LaMarcus, my guy, D-Man, my bro, what's good with it? Dre Smith said that a different testing company, Wavada. Yeah, I mean, look, use a different one. But at the end of the day, Dre, you got to use something. You got to, you should, Ryan Garcia, look at this. See, I'm going to give Haney credit where some people don't see it. He's the one that got cheated. Put your feelings about Victor Conte to the side for a second. And just look at what Devin Haney, the fighter, is doing. He the one that got cheated. And what do? He goes in and rolls in the drug testing, right? He beat Ryan to the punch. It's Ryan Garcia that should have been the first to do it because you the one that has something in your system. Goofy, man. See how nobody really see this because I give credit where a lot of people won't. So, again, he's the one that got cheated. And what did he do? He like, look, man, I'm about to be an advocate for clean boxing. You get what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia should have been the guy at the forefront of that. He should have been the soul. You get what I'm saying? He should have been leading the charge. Like, bro, they trying to say I did this and that. Boom, I'm going to go and roll in. You get what I'm saying? So that's a one-up for Haney. He got you there. He beat you to the punch. And furthermore, you sitting around talking about what you not going to do. Don't look good for you, Ryan. I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't care if you did it or not on purpose. That's for you to sort it out or live with. For me, I just feel like the dude should have been the first guy in line to get piss test. I don't care what he said. All the stuff that he blamed it on, bro, you should have been in line, man. You should get in line. So, again, I think that's what Haney one up them right there. Big ups was good with it. Gets behind the ass whoop in the worst way. Y'all crazy. Nell Pete was good. Y'all crazy, man. Domestic unwanted touch. Y'all wild. Shout out to my guy Naeem. But let's get to this though, man. Got a couple people in the building, man. Y'all smash the like button, support the grind. We up early today and we gonna build. I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna show y'all what I came across. Shout out to my cousin. She sent me this. And the reason I'm here, again, I'm gonna show y'all what Devin Haney hate look like. 101. Don't ever get in my comments calling me a hater and saying I don't like these dudes and I'm tearing them down. You ain't never gonna see me do that because that ain't my MO. But everybody ain't me. You get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't me. But we're gonna get into this. This is interesting. I'm gonna show everybody in here that anybody that
Ace of boxing. And then
your
this
favorite fighters, bro, you might want to see this. This is what Haney hate look like. You will never see Just Do take these angles. I don't care if they telling truths or have truths in here. This is just not my style. I'm gonna show y'all what the hate look like. You get what I'm saying? Let's get into it, man.
Imagine being called the new face of boxing, and then this happens to you. Oh! Your father plans your career from birth, and then this happens to you. As a child.
Real quick, I'm going to be stopping it periodically. Y'all know how we do over here. If my father planned my career since birth and I made it to be an undisputed champion and found my way to be a 2-division champion at like 25, 26 years old before I took an L, I say kudos. I say kudos to his dad. That's what people are missing. The first time you lose, people act like this is what he been doing the whole time. Nah, he was beating people up, whether you felt like they were littler guys, older guys, whatever the case. He put the work in, is all I'm saying. So if my father planned my career since birth, and I made it to be a damn 2 division champion, you get what I'm saying? The former undisputed champion. Kudos to my dad, man. We win. Let's go.
You forge connections with boxing legends like Floyd Mayweather and Zab Judah. And then this happens to you.
As it needs to happen. He's got it locked again!
You're even invited to Diddy's parties, and you gladly accept. And then this happens to you.
Get overcome! Big left hand by Garcia!
Everyone around you is heavily investing money in your success, and then this happens to you.
What a show! What an event!
And all of this was undone by a guy with a beer in hand. It turns out that one quick left hook was all it took to
a guy that was on record for saying the beer was fake. A guy that was on record for saying the beer was fake. And he got hit with way more than one left hand. You know what I mean? He got hit with several right hands too. Ryan came to fight.
Mantle the new Floyd Mayweather. But how did this happen? Why was the future of boxing so easily exposed? Let's start from the very beginning, because Devin Haney is the quintessential father-driven project. Bill Haney bet everything on his son, seeing Devin as a ticket to a better life. To Bill, Devin wasn't just his child.
I gotta stop it real quick. A ticket to a better life is bogus, and I gotta give credit where it's due. A ticket to a better life is bogus. How could you say that when on the flip end, they'll tell you Devin Haney was a spoon-fed kid and he was given everything? So he already, let's put this in perspective. But we ain't gonna be haters. I'm showing y'all what hate versus real look like. Nah, let's keep it a buck. Bill might have did some things, but he made sure his son was right and he ain't want for nothing. I don't see an issue with that at all. Let's keep going.
He was the family's way out of poverty. From the moment Devin was born, Bill convinced him that
from what we understand, Bill already had that bag, but I ain't counting nobody's pockets, but that's already on record, but we gonna keep going.
That he was special, but words alone weren't enough. Bill wasted no time building connections with the boxing stars of the era. Devin appeared on your TV screens much earlier than you might think.
What up?
In the early 2000s, young Haney was already carrying the belts of that era's star, Zab Judah. A career in boxing seemed inevitable for the young prodigy. He first put on gloves at the age of 7, training under the guidance of his...
You calling him a young prodigy? That speak volumes right there. You call it that's the creator's words. You calling him a young prodigy. You highlighting how he been molded, and you almost making it sound like it's something bad. He grew up around boxing, which is why I think he was as successful as he's been thus far.
His father, Bill. Haney navigated his way toward stardom through the dense thickets of amateur fights against some of America's best talents. In the amateur ring...
Do you hear what he's saying? He worked his way through the amateur ranks with some of the best talent. I'm just trying to find out where any of this is bad and how you can't give him credit where it's due.
Devin won 138 bouts, losing only 8. He claimed victory twice at the national championships in the 57-kilogram and 60-kilogram categories. Of the 8 losses, 3 of them were to the same person, Ryan Garcia. But at the same time, Devin himself won against Ryan 3 times. But the difference was that when Garcia won, it was a beating. And when Devin won, it was close fights. But you have to understand that Haney had no aspirations to become an Olympic champion. Being close friends with the Zab Judah family, the Haneys understood that real money and fame were found only in professional boxing. However, U.S. laws only allow professional fighting from the age of 18, and Devin was just 17 at the time. His team found a loophole. In neighboring Mexico, athletes can debut professionally at 16. Haney traveled south to Latin America.
You telling me this dude was on his grind? He said, skip the Olympics, man. I'm gonna enter boxing early. And you know what? We're going to take this amateur route over here to Mexico. and they changed the game over there in Mexico. From what I understand, the Haneys are the sole reason that guys over there are able to get paid more because of them. Said the way Bill was paying opponents and different things like that, getting people paid. So I think that's another win for them. People just don't highlight the real. They highlight him going to Mexico like it was a bad thing. He went that route. He was young as hell. So it was smart to do it. And it was a risk because he had to gamble on himself, and the shit ended up working out. And they left their mark over there. You say what you want, they left their mark.
To launch his promising career. In just 18 months, Devin fought 10 times in Mexico. Once he turned 18, he began competing in his home country as well.
Al Booger was good.
Several ranking victories led the young prospect to a fight for the interim WBC lightweight title. Haney's opponent was Russian fighter Tsar Abdullayev, boasting an undefeated record of 11-0. For the Dagestani boxer, this match could have been a turning point, as a victory over Devin would have made him a star. However, the American lightweight moved effortlessly and fought on the front foot. Abdullayev seemed stiff, unable to execute multi-strike combinations effectively. Devin quickly found his range and began to exploit his superior speed and ring IQ. By the third round, it felt like a match between a master and a novice. Haney picked his shots at will, reading his opponent like a storybook. Devin decided not to prolong the fight unnecessarily, demonstrating flashes of a young Floyd Mayweather in some of his attacks. After the fourth round, Abdullayev's corner decided to stop the fight, preserving their fighter's health. One of Devin's powerful right hands fractured Tsar's facial boner. At just 20 years old, the American boxer, nicknamed the Dream, became a world champion, albeit an interim one. As Haney defended his WBC title, the lightweight division saw intense drama. The aging boxing phenom Vasily Lomachenko lost his titles unexpectedly to the brash prospect Teofimo Lopez, who then lost them in a close fight to George Kambosos under contentious circumstances. Thus, 3 out of 4 titles ended up with a boxer widely considered to be less skilled. Fortunately for Haney, Lomachenko declined to travel to fight Kambosos due to personal reasons, giving Devin the opportunity of a lifetime to become the undisputed world champion.
Real quick, I see y'all the loss that loss that they talked about in Mexico. You know, I'm a real one. If y'all go look at that fight, I have to do some digging to find it, but I was able to see it. And if you see the fight, I could go find it again, I'm sure. But if you see the fight, you will see that he didn't lose that fight. People was reaching. You know what I'm saying? That was a story that never was validated, man. And like I said, I seen actual footage of that fight. He didn't lose it. Respectfully, he did. I know. It was an interesting little story when it came about, but me seeing the actual footage of the guy that he fought, I was like, ain't no way in hell he lost this fight.
Wasting no time, Haney traveled to Australia to make history. It's worth noting that the main challenge of fighting in Australia is often the judging. Once before, Manny Pacquiao was blatantly robbed in Australia during his bout against Jeff Horn. From the very first second of the fight, Devin dominated with his jab and distance control, which spelled doom for the short-armed George. Over 12 rounds, the challenger simply outclassed the champion, keeping him from getting into close range. In another one-sided fight, judges somehow awarded Kambosos 4 rounds, but it wasn't enough to deny Haney victory. At 23, the American matched Teofimo Lopez's record by becoming the youngest undisputed lightweight champion in history. George's team had included a mandatory rematch clause in the contract. This was fine with Devin, as the 2-fight deal with the Australian brought him record earnings. And it was precisely thanks to such earnings and his undisputed championship that the Haney family soared above it all. While Devin still behaved reasonably, his father acted like the most overconfident 11-year-old child. His mouth was writing checks that Devin had to cash.
Make sure the kids aren't watching on April 20th because it's going to be something gruesome. Put the kids to bed and don't let them be there because it's going to be an execution on April the 20th. I'm sorry, my good people. You guys might look old enough to watch it, you might be ready for it. My son Devin is going to put annihilation.
Thankfully, for now,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, Bill was on one. Bill was on one, y'all. Bill was selling that joint, bro. You wasn't gonna tell him, bro. He was selling that joint. I ain't gonna lie.
the accountability for his words only extended to facing George Kambosos. The rematch took place just 4 months later. At the weigh-in, Haney appeared larger and noticeably more physically prepared. In the ring, fans saw an improved version of Devin, more aggressive and willing to close the distance, which favored Kambosos. George struggled to match Haney's speed and power, taking more damage than in their first encounter. The local crowd grew disappointed with their boxer's lackluster performance, and even the judges couldn't deny Devin's dominance this time. Official scorecard showed Haney winning nearly every round, comprehensively outclassing Kambosos. Becoming the undisputed world champion earned Haney recognition from experts. The Ring magazine included him in their top 10 pound-for-pound rankings. However, fans remained dissatisfied, and for good reason. The lightweight division's best fighters were Gervonta Davis and Vasily Lomachenko. While Davis was tied to promoter Al Heyman,
so again, he highlighting who was two of the best while leaving Haney on the outs of that. Two of the best fighters was Gervonta Tank Davis and Lomachenko. Oh, yeah. Haney said, oh, yeah, bet.
Fight with Lomachenko could be arranged with a single phone call. And that's exactly what happened. Lomachenko accepted the young champion's challenge for May 2023. At that time, Vasily had already lost his titles and his place atop the P4P rankings. A mix of injuries and war in Ukraine had significantly limited his activity, making him seem like an easy target for Haney, even to the bookmakers. For Lomachenko, however, this was a chance to finally achieve his dream of becoming an undisputed champion. In the fight, the larger Haney pressed forward, attempting to overpower the veteran. But Lomachenko, thanks to his phenomenal footwork, found favorable angles and countered effectively. Haney applied pressure in the second round, but was repeatedly outmaneuvered by the Vasily. Devin frequently initiated clinches to disrupt Lomachenko's rhythm, employing a dirty boxing style. The tactic worked, and Lomachenko slowed down over the next 3 rounds, allowing Devin to exploit openings with sharp body shots. At one point, Haney even attempted a takedown, but Lomachenko, drawing on experience, handled it with poise. By the midpoint of the fight, it was Haney who began to tire.
Do I think Haney a weight bully? Listen, I'll say this. The fact that he always makes the weight, he's never missed weight, is why I won't call him a weight bully. I get why people say it because of what he rehydrate, but I'm gonna always give him credit for the sacrifice that he always make, no matter how difficult it is or what he gonna look like on the scale. He kill himself, make the weight. Now, obviously, you know, he's enjoying being a bigger guy in a lot of these fights, but I don't think that's just the only reason why he's winning. I do think that's a factor for sure, right? I ain't gonna dismiss it, but I don't think that's the only reason he's winning. I do think he'd be more skillful than these guys as well. No, but this Lomachenko fight was very, very close.
Lomachenko rallied in the final round,
Loma gave up
showcasing
the
the
12th
brilliance
round,
of his younger self, while the challenger's late surge left little doubt about his victory. The judging panel unanimously ruled in favor of Haney.
He be giving
up. A decision met with boos from the
but he gives up the 12th round, y'all. I want to be clear about something. How are you in the biggest fight of your life, where God gave you an opportunity to fight for undisputed? You had the audacity in a close fight, in a fight that you know very well was close, to not give 110% in the 12th round. He let up in the 12th round. He on record saying this. This is Lomachenko. This is why I say he lost. Haney gave it everything he had, and he needed it. And I believe he edged it. I always believe he edged Loma out. He won that 12th. And if you go back and look at the Teofimo fight, when Loma fought him, he gave up the 12th in that fight as well. That's just something that he's known to do in these bigger fights.
In the locker room, Lomachenko was overcome with emotion after a phone call from his son. Despite backstage politics and the controversial decision, Top Rank failed to retain Haney, who left for British promoter Eddie Hearn and the DAZN platform. It was the fight with Lomachenko and the behavior of the Haney family that completely killed any positive vibes surrounding them. In a bout where he clearly lost, his father described it as a confident victory for his son. This sounded particularly pathetic when you remembered what he had said before the fight, that Devin was a fighter of a new generation. Yet in the ring, he looked like a fighter a couple of levels below Vasily. The denial of a poor performance,
no, the hell he didn't.
The controversial decision.
No, the hell he didn't. No, the absolute hell he didn't look like he was levels below Vasily Lomachenko. If he looked like he was levels below him, he would have lost. There's no way in hell. Like, and y'all not gonna give me this shit. Lomachenko, they love Loma. Don't tell me that they out here robbing Loma. Nah, that's not the case. Loma irresponsibly gives up 12 rounds. You get what I'm saying? He like I say, he done it against T.O. He done it against Devin. This is why I had him losing. You can't be on record saying you didn't give 100%, and you think me as a fight fan, I'm about to argue for you that you won a fight. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, his rounds that he won, he had the most dominant rounds in the fight where he really got off on Dev, but I think he picked it back up, slowed him down. That body work really, I think, might have been a difference to a degree. You get what I'm saying? Think about something. Lomachenko was, headhunting a lot now. He was accurate, but he wasn't throwing a lot of body shots. Devin was throwing body shots and shots to the head. He was mixing it up. He was a bit more versatile than Loma. Loma was not mixing it up to the body. He was going to the head, and it was working. But I think Dev just did the slightly better work, and I think he slightly edged him in that 12th round and sealed the fight for him. You know what I'm saying? It was really close. But he damn sure wasn't no 2 levels or no levels below Loma. No, hell no. I'm not going with that. No. Loma's is a good fighter, but he struggles against bigger guys as well. So Devin Haney was one of them bigger guys that was able to beat him.
And the behind-the-scenes games with promoters completely destroyed Devin's hype. But as they say, sports fans have very short memories. One good performance, and all the bad will be forgotten. So Haney's next logical target was WBC super lightweight champion Regis Prograis. Devin moved up 2.5 kilograms to compete in the new weight class, but still looked significantly bulkier than Prograis. Despite this, experts questioned whether Haney could withstand Regis's power, given the latter's reputation as a dangerous puncher. From the first round, Haney established his jab and outpaced Prograis. By the third round, Regis hit the canvas, sitting squarely on the sponsor's logo. In recent years, Haney hadn't impressed with his punching power.
I'm not going to lie, this fight was impressive.
Prograis was repeatedly shaken
it's the way
and tossed around the ring. Devin resolved his endurance issues and appeared to be the best version of himself in the new weight class. The fight ended with Haney winning by a 13-point margin, a result that
Let's not forget, bro. Show me another time you can say what you want about Regis. That shit was a style mismatch from the get-go. We knew it. Devin Haney knew it. Everybody else knew it. Everybody outside of Regis and his team knew it, right? But at the same token, the way that he beat him was impressive. You never seen nobody beat Regis that way, still to this day to me. And you haven't seen a time where Regis's corner was threatening to stop the fight. You ain't never seen that. That really happened with him. I'm giving credit, like I said, where most people don't, because this is the difference between hate, orchestrated hate, and somebody just giving credit as they see fit. He had Regis' corner talking about stopping the fight, y'all. Oh, what happened to all that pillow-fisted shit? You see how that shit hit different, don't it? Remember? I love Regis' program. To the day he retired, I'm going to rock with him. But remember he was talking that pillow-fisted shit? After the fight, he was like, nah, he could punch. He could punch. That shit changed. Did it look like he was hitting him with pillows in there? He was stinging Regis' face left and right. He wasn't liking none of that. He had Regis' corner really threatening to stop the fight. I can't stress that enough. The same guy, Mr. Pillow Fist, right? He pillow fisted. Why has he got a guy that usually got a solid ass chin? He done dropped him, shook him up multiple times, and he got his corner really this close to saying, yo, it's over. Got to get that man some type of credit. I get it. It was a mismatch stylistically, so he had the advantages. You get what I'm saying? The length, the reach, the boxing ability, the feet, all of that, right? All of that was in his favor. I get it. But at the same time, he still beat him convincingly, and he had to do that with offense. He had to do that with offense. Shout out to the LDBC, man. We don't do no channel hating, no group hating over this way. We push boxing and good vibes. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to 78. Pillows still hurt. If they hit you right, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. He was stinging his ass left and right. That man went from saying Devin was pillow fisted to nah, he could punch. You know what I'm saying? So
as a complete domination. This performance improved public perception of Devin to some extent, but a knockout victory would have completely transformed his image. Just when it seemed that the Haney family's problems were decreasing, numerous cunning and underhanded tactics employed by the father-son duo came to light after the fight.
In my fight with Devin, you don't never want to say nothing because I don't like to be a complainer and stuff like that. But with my fight with Devin, he came in big as shit, and it was rumors that he did IV drips and all that type of shit. I mean, I never did that stuff, but I know it's a lot of people that does that stuff, and it's really, in my contract, it's illegal. And then when we fought at
Freedom,
you're not supposed to come in that big, so that was illegal too. And now Ryan did the same thing that he did to me. Ryan did the same thing to him. So for me, I just think, bro, it's just all karma.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves with aftermath of Garcia fight. While everyone was busy discussing these controversies, Devin set up a fight that many deemed a mismatch. It was a bout against his arch rival, Ryan Garcia. As amateurs, they fought 6 times, splitting the score 3-3. Now, the moment for their 7th encounter had arrived, an epic setup for a showdown.
That shit was funny.
However, the problem was that Ryan had recently been knocked out by Tank Davis, after which his behavior turned increasingly bizarre. This odd behavior only escalated during the fight's promotion. It seemed as though Ryan was taking cues from his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, and aiming for the title of sniffing champion. While Ryan entertained the public with his antics, making the fight prediction seem even more one-sided. Devin Haney, in contrast, became overly serious. His already lackluster personality, built entirely on his undefeated professional record.
I'm not gonna lie, this build-up was funny as hell, bro. Devin was tired of Ryan Garcia, bro. He was tired, yo. That shit was funny, yo. He was tired of Ryan, bro. He had enough of him, bro. Dad was tired of Ryan shit, bro. He was like, I don't really think Ryan taking this fight serious.
Record became even duller.
I don't know if he has the identity, Devin Haney, the person identity. He has a Devin Haney, the boxer, and now the Devin Haney, the boxer, is ruined right now.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves and remember what Haney family said before the fight.
Make sure the kids aren't watching on April 20th because it's going to be something gruesome.
It was wild.
Put the kids to bed and don't let them be there because it's going to be an execution on April the 20th. I'm sorry, my good people. You guys might look old enough to watch it. You might be ready.
Why did it stop? Hold on. Give me a second, child. Give me a quick second. Y'all smash that like button, man. Sub to the channel, all that good stuff. We gonna keep building on this. Like I said, man, I'm just showing y'all, I'm demonstrating to the people the difference between hate and just do. And a lot of this shit, even though, it's still opinionated and some of it is fact-based, it paints Devin Haney in a very negative image, calling him a fraud and, all these different things. I just never seen him as that. Now, is he the face of boxing? I wouldn't say that either, but I don't think he no damn fraud. I don't think you get to the level that he got to being a fraud. That's all I'm saying.
And
right? I'm cool with people having their opinions, but I just don't do
Garcia
no slander or no fighters over here. That just ain't my thing.
Antics, making the fight prediction seem even more one-sided. Devin Haney, in contrast, became overly serious. His already lackluster personality, built entirely on his undefeated professional record, became even duller.
I don't know if he has the identity, Devin Haney, the person identity. He has a Devin Haney, the boxer, and now the Devin Haney, the boxer, is ruined right now.
But let's not get ahead of
I
ourselves.
don't know,
And
it's a little
remember what
early to say
Haney
he
family
ruined, bro.
said before
The
the
man
fight.
changed
Make sure the kids aren't watching on April 20th because it's going to be something gruesome. Put the kids to bed and don't let them be there because it's going to be an execution on April the 20th. I'm sorry, my good people. You guys might look old enough to watch it. You might be ready for it. My son Devin is going to put an annihilation on Ryan Garcia on April 20th.
Man, I love this
We
build.
getting this guy out of
Bill
boxing.
was
He's
funny as
a
hell,
clown.
too,
Him,
bro. I'm
him
not
and his
gonna hold
family. Are you going to show up on April 20th? No comment. Ryan, are you going to be there? Or you? Or you going to go on your phone? You quit. The world see you take a knee and quit like a. You need some coke to talk. You need some alcohol to talk. This motherfucker sound dumb as. Are you having a panic attack over there, Ryan? What's going on?
Nah, Haney was cooking his
Ryan
ass
might
right here.
retire
I'm not gonna lie, he was cooking right here. I'm not gonna hold you. He had Ryan. Ryan ain't have shit to say. He ain't know. Ryan was in his phone. He was cooking his ass for
Before
a
we
second.
even get to the fight, so I'm not.
Ryan Garcia is a C-level fighter. He got a big name, but you know I'm an A+ fighter. I'm gonna go in there and beat him down. I'm gonna show him that I'm just on a totally different level. I'm just way better. It's a mismatch. You know, I'm levels above this guy.
Does he get knocked out?
Yeah.
And I'm on a different level. I'm that elite. I'm that next. Ryan is good, but I'm that next level. And I don't think that Ryan has got much better since the amateurs. Of course he got bigger. Of course he got stronger. The world is gonna see me beat down Ryan Garcia, get him out of boxing.
I have a book for Ryan Garcia today. Psychology for Dummies. What I'm sending Devin to do to him shouldn't be on TV. Devin is coming to do bodily harm to him.
I want the world to give me my just due when I smash this motherfucker. I'll meet you in the center.
Come to the center.
To him shouldn't be on TV. Devin is coming to do bodily harm to him.
I want the world to give me my just due when I smash this motherfucker. I'll meet you in the
Okay.
center.
Talk to him.
Come to the center. All right, we're going to the center of the ring. We'll see what you do.
Johnny was good with it.
Nobody's worried about that. Go run, go to the center, do whatever the you want. I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm going there and just this man up. You don't understand. I'm gonna him up. I'm strong.
Bladed and heavy.
Go run, go to the center, do whatever the you want. I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm going there and just this man up. You don't understand. I'm gonna him up. I'm strong. Yeah, that fear coming in your mouth like a dog. I'll put my in your mouth. Hey, pause, no duty.
His ego appeared so
turned
inflated
up
and
right
heavy
there,
that
though. He
Devin
was
could
hyped.
hardly say anything beyond boring statements about his supposed superior boxing skills. Just when it seemed the contrast couldn't grow starker, Ryan Garcia walked onto the weigh-in stage holding a beer bottle. Even Garcia's most loyal fans started questioning his sanity. But the surprise was colossal when, from the very first second of the fight, it became clear that all this time, Ryan had been toying with the arrogance of the Haney family, who had already celebrated their victory before the fight. Now, let's take a closer look at the humiliation Ryan inflicted on Devin and his father, a duo that had been endlessly proclaiming Devin as a fighter of extraordinary caliber with unmatched technique. Surprisingly, Garcia still decided to stick to the plan that brought him success in the amateurs 10 years ago. To validate his assumptions for the first 30 seconds, Garcia essentially threw feints just to test Haney's reactions. For instance, in this episode, Ryan jerks with both hands, to which Devin reacts with a duck and a jab. This confirms his left hook, arguing that he's too exposed when delivering this blow. Here's what makes this punch brilliant in Ryan's execution. Yes, his backhand moves away, leaving his jaw exposed for a counterattack. But it's precisely this movement that acts as a feint for a straight or an overhand. As a result, the opponent tries to counter,
That's what it
which
sounds like.
leaves him open.
Now,
This is exactly what Haney did. He fell for Ryan's retracted right hand, leaving his jaw open for the left hook. Of course, hits faster will win. However, it's noticeable how Haney repeatedly dodges Garcia's combinations, which is a sign of experience in fighting Ryan. But it also demonstrates Devin's ability to play by the rules of boxing. In Floyd Mayweather's style, Haney dives below the belt with Philly shell defense. Diving this low makes it very difficult to legally hit the opponent. Essentially, only the back is exposed, which cannot be hit. Yes, you can catch with an uppercut. Enduring Garcia's barrage of attacks, Devin started to attack himself. First he dove, then threw a jab, after which he dove again and landed a hook.
Yeah, man, y'all smashed the like button, sub to the channel.
Devin dives again, causing Ryan to close up in a teat block. However, instead of a jab or a hook to the head, Haney strikes the body. Then Haney showed another part of his game plan, using classic pressing tactics, a double jab to cover Ryan's face with a block. After that, in the second round, Haney fought better, while Ryan forgot about feints and setups. Consequently, he simply tried to counter Haney's jab, which, of course, did not work at such a high level. A perfect example of exploiting the rules of boxing, Haney dives so low with his jab that Garcia, who essentially reacted in time, simply cannot reach down low with his blow.
Going in, right?
Haney decides to evolve his attacks with the dive. Now, as he resurfaces, he throws an uppercut, hoping to catch Ryan during the counterattack. However, Garcia didn't rush to strike and simply stepped back. Garcia throws a naked left hook without any setups, under which Haney dives. But there is no opportunity for a counterattack because Ryan is too fast, so Devin goes into a clinch. This tactic will save him in this fight more than once. Devin, especially when it comes to the jab, but this time Haney decided to throw a 1-2. This caught Ryan off guard because he wanted to counter Haney's jab with his hook, but Haney straight closed the window for the counterattack and landed on Ryan's jaw. After that, he landed a combination with jabs to the head and body. Another example of a very low dive from Devin Haney, coming out of which he immediately enters a clinch. Devin dives again, but Garcia anticipates this and tries to block the incoming blow with his lead hand. And with his backhand, he throws hooks and uppercuts to hit Devin as he dives. Ryan puts his hand out for Haney to dive under it, after which he tries to land uppercuts. But Devin immediately enters a clinch, not allowing himself to be hit. However, coming out of the clinch, Garcia almost gets caught with an overhand. A blow that will bring Ryan success repeatedly. Devin dives again, but Garcia has already learned to catch him with the uppercut. Ryan tries to hit Devin as he dives, and as we can see, he succeeds. Howard pulled Ryan away and warned him not to hit the back of the head. However, on the replay, it is clear that Garcia definitely hit the face, not the back of the head. But when Devin hit him as they exited the clinch, the referee said nothing. Here we see the main part of Devin's game plan, to dive into the clinch with an overhand. However, very often this overhand hits the back of the head. Haney throws a feint with his right hand to make Ryan react, but instead he gets hit with a left hook. This angered Garcia. Devin dives, causing Garcia to immediately put up a block and turn away, and Haney throws an overhand directly to the back of the head. The referee does not react, and I remind you that blows to the back of the head are the most dangerous in any sport. One unsuccessful blow can turn a person into a vegetable. Haney dives and tries to enter a clinch, but Ryan feeds him combinations as they exit the clinch. He used it for the first time in the fight with Oscar Duarte. Despite its awkwardness, it is effective for him.
Yeah, I definitely, it's just, you don't spend that much time in the ring with somebody 6 fights, even as amateurs, and you're not still somewhat familiar with them, right? There's some things about both fighters that's definitely changed since the amateurs, obviously, right? With both guys getting better, but they still have, very similar tendencies as they had as youngins, just more polished and refined. And yeah, they definitely were familiar with each other, which is why this fight played out this way. Like, despite what it looked like, the rounds that Ryan won, for the most part, he won big, especially the knockdown rounds. But Devin Haney put together several rounds in this fight, too, and it made it a majority decision. It wasn't a whitewash. It just Ryan did way more damage to Devin Haney with, you know, from the naked eye than what, you know, Dev did to him. So it just looked bad from the optic standpoint, right? Just from looking at it. But the totality of the fight was closer than what people make it seem.
For him. But Haney doesn't care, and he swings and hits Ryan in the back. Garcia throws a lazy jab. Haney reacts with a delay. A couple of seconds later, Ryan throws another jab, this time much faster, followed by a straight that lands squarely on the jaw. This is another combination of punches that will play an important role in the outcome of this fight. Garcia demonstrates excellent control of the rhythm. After an unsuccessful attack, Ryan seemed to step back to reset. However, instead, he suddenly started another attack, breaking the familiar rhythm, catching Devin off guard. These blows shook Haney, just like in the amateur
Ryan was going for it right there.
Clinches and prolonged embraces clearly helped Devin to recover. Ryan throws a lazy jab. Devin expects Garcia to throw another quick jab and a straight. But instead, Ryan throws his trademark left hook, which drops Haney to the canvas. After this moment, the fight turns into an obvious 2-against-1 match. Haney tries to...
Last time they fought, it was like that. It was on some street shit. Like he just fucked him up basically, and Devin just couldn't, you know, like he just whooped his ass, and that's kind of what he did last night.
After all this, the Haney family decided to blame Ryan for everything they themselves had done to other opponents, like Prograis.
In my fight with Devin, you know, you don't never want to say nothing because I don't like to be a complainer and stuff like that. But with my fight with Devin, he came in big as shit, you know, and it was rumors that he did IV drips and all that type of shit. I mean, I never did that stuff, you know, but I know it's a lot of people that does that stuff, and it's really, in my contract, it's illegal. And then when we fought at, you're not supposed to come in that big, so that was illegal too. And now Ryan did the same thing that he did to me. Ryan did the same thing to him. So for me, I just think, bro, it's just all karma.
Wait.
Shout out to my baby girl. Support the channel. He want to grow. He working. Shout out to my baby girl, man.
What? This not funny. How am I supposed to get home? Hold on. Hold on. Here. $2. Take the train.
Shout out to my baby girl. She basically told me to take the train, y'all. Jonathan 97 was good with it. Terry was good. He made a career fight small dudes with short arms. I mean, yeah, look, it's no secret that he's been, you know, the beneficiary of fighting guys that have been smaller. But respectfully, I don't think size alone was winning them the fights. I do think it was a factor. I don't think it was the deciding factor. I think the skill set. Right, whether you like it or not, you probably don't. If you don't like the way he fight, that, you know, I get it. But he's a pure boxer. He got the talent, he got the skill. He know how to box. Fundamentals. It sound he makes some mistakes. He got some flaws, but for the most part, he refined his skills. You know what his skill set is, and I just, you looking at the fights outside of Loma, I don't think none of those other guys really was going to beat him, whether they was bigger or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? But Ryan, much different situation, obviously. But let's keep going.
Differences and other factors, which Haney claimed were only illegal when used against them, were suddenly acceptable when they used them against others. Devin hasn't fought in over a year. His personal life has fallen apart, and his public image, built entirely on an undefeated record, has simply ceased to exist.
It's like he tried to...
I mean, I think that's a stretch. I ain't gonna say the man personal life. It fell apart, man. He's still here, bro. He just had a tough fight. This is what's wrong with boxing now. I get it that, you know, yeah, you're gonna market your O. People seen how it worked for Floyd, so it's no secret that fighters market their O, and he did it. And I know people felt like it was a loss, but he still got that O. You know what I mean? It was a no contest. That just was the rules. Ryan was hot, and it was a no contest. So I don't think shit fell apart, but losing at this point, this far in 2025, losing should be regular, bro. Losing should be regular. There's no way in hell I'm going through all of this to try to prove that a guy is not something when he finally lost. What was this, his 31st fight? You name me one fighter that'll tell you right now it's easy to win 30 straight fights. You see guys losing a pro debut, they second fight, all types of shit, and you see a dude finally take what would have been an L if had he not pop hot. He lose, and it's like the world go crazy. I get it, but shit, were you really surprised him and Ryan know each other? It wasn't as shocking as some people make it seem. It wasn't like they weren't familiar with each other. Them dudes know each other, man. Shout out to my guy Pooh the Kid, man. Enjoying boxing talk while I'm trucking, man. Shout out to the truckers out there too, man. My God, appreciate you.
What? This not funny. How am I supposed to get home?
You know it.
Hold on. Sit down. Hold on. Here. $2. Take the train.
Shout out to my guy Pooh the Kid. Let's keep going.
Be like Floyd Mayweather. That's what
it's almost over.
It's almost like Floyd. So that perfect record was everything to him. You know, now it's gone, and so I don't know how he's gonna.
It's not gone.
We don't know how he's gonna bounce back from that mentally.
It ain't gonna hit exactly the same.
Don't know because it wasn't. He took a beating, and then mentally that it will mess with you. You know, like I mean, I was in that same position at one point in time, being undefeated, and then you lose, and and then you just lose, and then you don't know. It's like you have to find your identity. So with him, I mean,
the Haney family managed to have.
Look, ain't nothing wrong with that. You take losses, but it's crazy because still to this day, who gave Regis Prograis his worst loss? Who gave Regis Prograis his worst loss? It's this kid. This guy did. He gave him his worst loss to this day. Had his corner threatening to stop the fight. We ain't never seen that in no Regis Prograis fight. I'm gonna keep saying it. You ain't never seen that. That mean it was work being done. He was putting in some work. I get it. People ain't high on Regis, but he dangerous fighter, man. But Devin Haney made that shit look kind of easy. You get what I'm saying? He made it look relatively easy. Shout out to Tay D. What's good with it, bro? Man, making boxing lane. That's why I'm restoring order. You know how I do over here, Tay D. I'm restoring order. I'm just showing everybody in here. I'm giving them a class of hate 101. This is hate. You know what I mean? I got deemed a hater, so I wanted to speak to the person or the people that decided to call me a hater today. And I wanted to show them what hate really sound like. Listen, a lot of this stuff was factual shit as far as what the fight was and how it played out. But to try to dismiss him totally because he lost to a guy that he split 3-3 in the amateurs with, it's not far-fetched to think either guy could win in the pros. That's all I'm saying. And if you truly are a believer that the reason he was winning to begin with is because guys were so much smaller, then it shouldn't really be no surprise that Ryan was able to, have success in the fight. But still in all, Devin Haney put together several rounds in that fight where he won. You know what I'm saying? Ryan ain't just blow through him. Now, I get it. He wasn't in the best of shape, I don't think, of course, but that was on him. You know what I mean? Dev came to fight. I mean, he survived them knockdowns, man. He was close to being knocked up out of there, but he kept fighting, man. I give him all the credit in the world. And look, this is just where I'm at with it. Losses happen, bro. Ass whoopings happen. People get dropped all the time. Beat downs happen, whatever you want to say. But got to get a man a chance to bounce back before you try to say this is the downfall. This is only the downfall if he can't bounce back, respectfully. So I think it's just a little premature to say that. And I think people count him out. But it ain't nothing better than a good comeback story. So let's really see how this kid gonna bounce back, bro. It's gonna be
loss erased from Devin's record while keeping the championship belt around his waist.
Yeah, you can't say you're the champ. You can't say you're the champ. You can't say. I mean, you got the belt, but you just a title. You just have the belt. That's all. But you cannot say you're a champ, bro. If you just lost, you can't say I'm still a champ. And I mean, bro. I feel like it's a karma thing.
It's hands, my bro. Ron was in there.
The Lord Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Thank you, Jesus. 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 Thank you.
That's how they ended it. That's how they ended it. They wild, man. Shout out to YouTube boxing, man, for that. Man. I just wanted to play that for the people, man. And listen, everybody got their opinions and their takes. That was well put together and all that. It was creative. It's cool, but again, those are kind of deemed as hate pieces. Like when you see the title, like is the sole purpose is to convince the world that this is the downfall of Devin Haney without even giving the guy an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Without even giving the guy opportunity to even bounce back. It's crazy work to me. Like that's crazy. It's wild. Like how you not gonna get a man an opportunity to bounce back? How? You get what I'm saying? That shit look crazy. So that's why I said, look, I ain't got to come to the aid of this fighter. He can fight his own battles, right? but this is more so suited for boxing, bro. How could you shout out to my guy, man, Pooh the Kid, man. He said, get you a coffee, famo. Shout out to my guy, Pooh the Kid, for the 10-piece and the cash app. Much love, man. Much love, bro. Let me get my guy right, man. Let me get my guy.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my guy, Pooh, man. Appreciate you. Ambrose was good with it, bro. Man, and I hate he gave Dad too much credit. Nah, he gave him the credit that I think he earned, right? And that's what it's all about, is putting things in its proper context and perspective, yo. Listen, the Ryan Garcia deal didn't work out in his favor. But up until that point, despite what you want to say, and this is just as a fight fan, right? He got in there and won those fights. You could say he was the bigger man, but he also was the better man each one of those fights up until he met Ryan. It's funny. Now, I'm not big on excuses and things like that, but it's hard to talk about a whole 12 rounds when we know the aftermath was a guy popping hot for Osterine. Now, respect to the documentary or the little piece that they did, that's cool, but you got to include that. You can't just end it like, yeah, this shit was a clean fight and ain't nothing happened after. Nah, bro. It just wasn't to be. This is why it's a no contest. This is why Ryan Garcia is not getting the win. This is why, you get what I'm saying, Devin Haney is still undefeated. Technically got a no contest on his record now, thanks to Ryan Garcia. So at this point, bro, so I don't believe he really popped. I just feel like, listen, I always felt like it sounded like contamination to me, but it's the way he behaved, bro. Casino, all right? If he would have been a guy that was advocating for clean boxing after being accused of something, like I said before, look how Devin Haney is the guy at the forefront of spearheading this whole 24/7, 365. Like, far as the newer fighters, he got cheated and that's what he go do. That's a smart move. I know a lot of people like, well, he got beat up and he sued, but it also was Osterine at play. And Devin Haney said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make sure y'all know I'm clean. So I know people got their reservations on snack and all of that stuff. But as the fighter, to take that move after being cheated, I salute that. I don't know about everybody else. For me, I do. Ryan Garcia, goofy ass, like I said earlier, y'all, he should have been the one running to be tested to prove, like, look, bro, that shit was wild. I got jammed up. Whatever he wanted to prove, I think that would have held him in a different space, right? We would have looked at Ryan Garcia different. I think now it's like, yo, you goofy, dude. Like, you running around looking crazy. They out here putting pressure on you, walking with your head straightened down with your tail tucked. And it's almost like, listen, he moving almost like is he a guilty dude? I hate to say it, but he's moving like he's some type of guilty dude. All this shit he got to say, and then when you see them guys, you don't even want to acknowledge them. You don't want to look their way. You don't want to pick your head up. Man, I'm dead serious. I ain't a guy for reaching. Man, I'm telling you, it looked like you feel like you can't even look him in the eye or something. You do all of that talking, but you can't even look the man in the eye. Look the man in the eye, bro. You can't even say shit, but you could troll all day. You could troll. You could smoke weed, drink fake beer, and do all this other weird shit. But when somebody asks you to test, you talking about what you not going to do, man, I'm not trying to hear none of that. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear nothing from Ryan. He irresponsible. He need to get his shit together. I get it. People ain't holding Dev in a high regard because of, how things played out for him and the fact that, he sued. And I don't care. At the end of the day, I know people hate the fact that he was snack. I know people don't like snack. I know they hate the fact that, he shrink down and he kill himself on the scale and rehydrate heavy, but it's still within the rules, right? They ain't said what he doing is illegal. People just don't like it, right? I get it. But Ryan was a big ass guy. He needed every pound in there to survive them blows Ryan was throwing. You get what I'm saying? But the dude has never missed weight. He's always, sacrificed for missed weight officially, should I say. He's never missed no official weight. He's always made the weight, sacrificed his body. And like I said, for him to be the front line and center for clean boxing is something I could salute. You got to be a brave and bold man and a stupid man to be moving funny and be fishy and be trying to be tested at the same time. That shit just don't make sense. But think about something. I hated the Osterine situation even happened, but it is what it is. But just think about it. The guy that you would think had got accused of it would be the guy that want to prove to the boxing world that I'm clean. And in fact, he's doing the opposite, and he's pushing away from testing, talking about what he's not gonna do. That shit just don't look good. That's why I don't rock with the way he moving. You out here trying to get exhibition fights while you suspended and all types of shit. He moving all types of weird, and people kind of overlooking it because he got the better of the action in the ring. Okay, that shit happens. So what? All right, he got beat up a little bit. I mean, or a lot, however you want to look at it, but it's over. Now he got to bounce back. I don't think people should write him off after one loss. That's why I say, man, we got to make losses a regular thing in boxing. By now, in 2025, losing should be very normal. Very normal. And I'm telling you, the way people react when a fighter get beat up nowadays, it makes me feel like you just started watching boxing, or that's the first time you seen one of your favorite fighters lose, or a good fighter get beat up. Like, this shit happens. This shit been going on since boxing been around. People get beat up, bro. That's what happened when you go in a boxing ring, especially with a guy that you familiar with and you done seen 6 different times, bro. That shit ain't out the realm of possibility for him to be able to get beat up. That's all I'm saying. Rob, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? And it's just what it is. But for me, the bigger story is how he gonna bounce back. Because so far, people hated the lawsuit move, right? That's his business. I really don't care about it. But it held him in a negative light. But since then, he's enrolled in VADA. He trimmed down the fat in his training camp. He looked like he keeping his weight on point. And he making an announcement back to the ring. So he say he'll be back in March. Let's see it. Hopefully he do get back in March, because I'd love to see him get back. I don't know who he gonna fight yet, but I like what he doing, bro. I really do. My bad, y'all. Dang. So I think the rematch should. And look, as far as that rematch stuff, I think first things first is getting back to the ring and doing it in a realistic manner, as I was saying yesterday. Block out the outside noise. Like, it's going to be people that make these little quote unquote like hate pieces on them. But I wanted to show everybody that if you're a true boxing fan or a Devin Haney fan, and you've been hearing about all the hate that he get, this is in fact in that category. Like, yeah, they broke down the fight and what happened, but they also held him in a very negative light, where that they were very dismissive of what Ryan is. Like, why was it so surprising for the fight to play out that way? You get what I'm saying? So what? Get over it. That shit happens. I think he did a lot of things good in the fight, but the mistakes he made was just too big to overcome. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple, and he lost. So, but at the end of the day, did he really lose? Because he got his O back. So I don't know. I don't feel bad for him. On to the next. I hope he do get an opportunity to get back in the ring with this dude. I hope he get to avenge the mess that was the first fight. I really do. I mean, because it just wasn't all the way on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? Who knows if Ryan actually made the weight and, no Ostarine involved? Like, who knows, man? Is he drained in the fight? Like, who knows, right? If he had to sacrifice his body the same way Devin did, who knows? Would it be the same fight? I don't know. But I will say this. I think the fact that they shared the ring so many times as youngins, they're going to always be familiar with each other. I just think that the things that Ryan possessed will always create a certain level of difficulty for Devin. But I'm not of the belief that it's impossible for him to beat him in a rematch if he's in still fact the same like level, that same guy, and ain't got no layover effects. He ain't changed from the fight and nothing like that. He returned to form. Those mistakes that he made, I think they can be corrected. It won't be easy. Like I said, I think Ryan gonna always be able to challenge him. I don't think it's no scenario really that plays out where they kind of blow each other out. I think they too familiar with each other, respectfully. Even if Ryan come in better shape, I just don't see him blowing him out the water like that. But it'll be an interesting fight if Ryan is in the best shape possible. But I don't know, man. I would like to see it be at a real weight class. For real, for real. Shout out to my guy. Hey, man, appreciate you. Then the super chat said, Ryan is undisciplined and dumb as fuck. He'll beat Devin's bitch ass 10 times out of 10. Damn, Haney hoes need to come to their senses. I listen. I ain't arguing that, and I respect where you how you say it. For me, I feel like the fact that they split is youngins, like it's not out the realm of possibility for Devin to be able to outbox him. Because if you just look at it, what he did in the fight that actually happened, yeah, he made some mistakes, but in the rounds that Ryan won, he won big, right? But Devin put together about 4 to 5 rounds as himself in that fight. You get what I'm saying? So if he would have avoided getting hit, checked real early in the fight, getting buzzed, right? Shit like that, because they said he probably never really recovered from that. If he, fix up some of them mistakes, man, it's probably a slightly different fight. I think it'd always be dangerous for him, but I do think there's a different way that he can fight him and box him. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I don't think the way that he can beat him, I don't think it's the way that I think people will complain. But so what? So what? Box his ass, bro. He dangerous. You fought him the way that benefited him the first time to a degree, right? You got to change some shit up and do what's best for Devin if you ever get back in the ring with him. That's what I would want to see personally, because I think I'm just not of the belief that he can't beat this guy. I didn't see that even with the knockdowns and all that, because I seen this dude able to put together several rounds, and then it just got a little crazy in the back toward the back end. And it was what it was. But I think he did a lot of things well, but those mistakes that he made was too big, and I think Ryan was too fast, too big and strong for you to make those kind of mistakes. And I don't think he'd been in there with nobody that was punching that fast and that hard at the same time with that size, right? And I said this before, all his physical advantages for the most part was stripped from him. He had the longer reach, but Ryan nullified that shit with speed, you know what I'm saying, and closing the gap on him. So it was a good fight, though. My guy, man. Hey, man, appreciate the love, homie. Build us too much. Let's see if it's Devin charging up Ryan, but why does the CCO dad have to do it? Yeah, I think Cornelius was good with it, bro. I think Haney beats him in a rematch. I think there's an opportunity for him to beat him in a rematch, but I don't think he has to fight. I get you, Terrell. I get you. Listen, I understand, y'all, because he did it once. So why would I argue, y'all, that he can't do it again? But I also seen enough things done right by Devin Haney to see a different way for him to fight this fight. We all just about in here would agree to a certain level that he fought the wrong fight, right? His dad even said as such, right? So what about fighting the right fight? What about just fighting your fight? What about being Devin Haney, death of 1,000 jabs? What's wrong with that? And I said this before, I don't give a damn about what no fans are talking about. Your sole purpose when you get into that ring is to win. Go back to that. You tried to entertain and it went bad for you. You don't have to, man. Go death by 1,000 jabs. I'm going to keep saying it. Death by 1,000 jabs, straight right hands, body shots. Keep his ass on the outside and box him. I'm telling you. Hey, y'all just had to be mad. If I'm dead, I'm dead. Y'all just had to be mad, bro. Because I did it that way. Y'all gonna have to feel me. I got to get mine back. And I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna box his ass. You know what I'm saying? Box him, take him into deep waters, and get the win. Shout out to my guy, Ryan. He said, Just Devin can't achieve the success with his current team and coach. Yeah, man, that might be an issue. You know what I mean? That could be an issue, a potential, He do need to add. I've been said that I don't think he need to get rid of. I do think he need to add. And I just don't know how much Nate Jones add. Not saying he don't add anything, but, ramifications of the game plan was the reason why he lost. Devin is a highly skilled boxer. He lost trying to be a puncher in the center of the ring, which is outside the scope of what he's accustomed to doing. I like that ramification came right in there. I like that comment. Shout out to you. Make sure you smash the like button and sub to the channel. I like that. I think so too. So what I'm saying is, right, go back to just being that highly skilled boxer. It's not going to come without no challenges. It's not saying it's going to be easier, but I think that's the more suitable fight for you. You make him fight your fight, not the other way around. You played into his strengths, and you was brave as hell, but it just didn't go. It didn't go right. Now you have an opportunity to process that, to understand it, and go back to what Dev do: boxing and being smart and making it as hard as possible to hit you. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't be hit, but make it hard. Don't be in the pocket with this dude trying to exchange leather. And I ain't saying he was just reckless about it. You know, Ryan was just on point. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. William Old School, my guy was good. He said only reason Devin got a few rounds was because Ryan wasn't in shape at all. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say that, but he still boxed pretty well in them rounds too. You know what I mean? For the most part, I feel like the biggest factor, you know, that played into Ryan not being in shape was him not being able to stop him, right? I think if he had been in better shape, maybe he could have got a stoppage. But other than that, I just think what we seen as far as the rounds that was won, it was Devin doing some good boxing. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ryan was recharging the batteries to a degree, for sure. For sure he was. He was definitely, from my view, was good with it, bro. He was recharging the batteries, but Devin just did some good work, bro. Like that's what I'm willing to acknowledge. I get it. Ryan he had the bigger rounds, the eye-catching rounds, the knockdowns, the old shit moments. I get it. Those joints were crazy, but he still was getting some leather put on him. And I think we forget that, you know, Dev landed a shot in one of them rounds. I don't remember which one it was, but Ryan even admitted to being shook up a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So he really put some good rounds together. And I think that's just a result to them knowing each other a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Devin he was in those moments where he was winning those rounds, he was boxing smart. You get what I'm saying? You seen it in the video. Some of those exchanges, he was really being smart. So he just got to go back to doing what he do full time, bro, boxing. You know what I mean? And like I said, they're going to have to be mad, Dad, but hey, you gave them what they want. Now you got to do what's best for you. Death by 1,000 jabs, man. Jab Ryan, move. Straight right hand his ass. You get what I'm saying? Tie him up. I don't give a damn what nobody talking about. Go out there and box him and beat him. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna have to respect it, but do it the right way, man. I just ain't of the belief that he can't win. I don't believe that. I don't believe that there's no way that Ryan could be beat by Devin. Hell no. No. He make mistakes. It's the same dude that a lot of people felt like Tank made quit. I ain't saying he Tank, but don't give me that shit. If there's one thing Devin Haney didn't do, yeah, he got beat up. He got dropped three times officially, but he ain't quit. He had multiple opportunities to say, man, give his dad the nod or the look and be like, man, he ain't do that shit. Kudos to him, man. He ain't quit. To some people, knowledge, they feel like Ryan quit before. He ain't quit. You know what I mean? He took that ass whooping like a man. I ain't gonna lie. Only grown man could beat Ryan. Not a big head grok. Casino don't believe it, the young Dev Haney. He gonna bounce back. Watch, just win, baby. You get me, Jay? Hey, man, that's the whole. Hey, man. You see what playing with the fans that get you, bro. And I'm gonna say this too. Nobody that was asking for that kind of fight, like to step to him like that, was a real Devin Haney supporter. Those was people that wanted to see exactly what they seen happen, or worse. Nah, bro, go back to doing what Devin Haney do and give Ryan a boxing lesson, bro. Got to. You got to. You know what I'm saying? Make him earn everything. Use every inch of your reach to your advantage and box and be smart. I really do think there's an avenue to beat a guy like that. And the reason why I'm saying this, y'all, I get it. From a physical standpoint, I think Ryan is physically always going to be a test for Devin Haney. Right? But skillfully, I think Devin Haney can be the same kind of test for Ryan Garcia. He's the much less disciplined guy. He's not as focused. It is Devin Haney that got the championship level experience. He's been in some meaningful fights. You get what I'm saying? He's more true to this, a lot of us would think, than Ryan Garcia, right? So for those reasons, I do think he always have an opportunity to beat this guy, a guy that is untrustworthy, undisciplined, right? Shown you in the past and on multiple different occasions that he ain't been the most dedicated guy to the sport. You're not going to tell me it's not a way that he could lose. Hell no. Man, I don't care. I just don't feel like he's that much. The separation is that crazy between him and Ryan, where there's no way Devin beats him in any fight because he punched hard and fast. Like, nah. I think it's a little more to that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, Jay. Ryan wasn't on point. Not in that fight, he wasn't. But in the rounds that he won, reign of peace, Queen. Top of the top, man. Good morning to everybody rocking with your boy Mike Biggs Boxing. What up, family? How you feeling, bro? Smoochie, good morning to you. How you feeling? Ryan, what up? Caught Ryan with a left hook, stopped him in his tracks. Yeah. You know what I mean? The jab is his issue. Ryan caught Devin when he was jabbing. Absolutely. And then I'll say this, Rick. I think Ryan physically was the first guy that was big enough, fast enough, strong enough to be able to take advantage of that little flaw that is in the jab, where, let's just use Floyd Mayweather's words, right? He boxed, right? Said the bow and arrow, like to kind of leave your chin exposed a little bit. You got to fix that. Definitely got to fix that. That needs to be fixed, and that's why we seen him drilling that to a certain degree. Big Supreme, what up, my guy? How you feeling? Shout out to Smoochie. He did fight back for real. I'm telling you, bro. And look, I ain't giving nobody no participation trophy and none of that, but I ain't knocking it, bro. The dude really fought back hard. He fought back. He tried. He had several moments where he could have been like, yo, that's it. I'm cool. I'm getting like that first knockdown was brutal, bro. When he was like on like his elbow or something trying to get up, I thought it was over. I'm like, bro, how he get up? Then got dropped 2 more good clean times after that, like official times. I'm like, bro, I definitely thought he was about to pack it in. I swear I did. I thought it was about to be over for him. But he showed me he got a lot of resolve. And if what we seen from a being able to get, withstand or, fight through some punishment, if what we seen is a testament of what's in him and it didn't change him as a fighter, that fight as a whole, then we still got a damn good fighter in our hands. And shit, people do learn from losses, right? So I think he got an opportunity to learn, but we just gotta see. I mean, you gotta wait and see. It's early, but he got to get back in the ring. Shout out to Matthew Bishop, man. Appreciate the 5-piece, homie. He says, salute to the first family of the JVT and supporting all the content you've been putting in out like Tupac. Says you are appreciated, man. That's love, bro. Appreciate you. Much love, family. Momentum. Shit. Let me scroll down. 007. Al Cheeks, what's good with it? I need that rematch with Ryan. Yeah, man. But some changes need to be made for sure. You know what I mean? You can't go back into the fight with the same exact situation. I think it would behoove you to, make some necessary changes. Fonz would it do? You're saying Ryan's skill ain't win him the fight? Yeah, bro, what? Damn, man, shout out to Fonz Bieber, bro. You serious? you think after all I said, you think I'm saying that Ryan's skill didn't win him the fight? So maybe I left some holes, man. I'll help you out. I've been saying all along that when people was calling Ryan a C-level fighter, that they should stop doing that. And I said all along that we don't have no evidence really to suggest that Ryan is actually C-level per se, right? I've said this over and over again. I told people that, especially after seeing the fight and the way it played out, it's safe to say that the separation in skill is not that significant. Now, I still think overall the better boxer, the more skillful guy is Devin Haney. But Ryan, the attributes that he possessed with having size, with that speed, that power, he got a killer left hook that's real and a good right hand. That fight showed you that the separation is not as significant as what some people wanted to make you think going into the fight. So to say that he didn't win off his skill would be foolish. That's like that. You would never hear me make a foolish statement like that. That's exactly what got him to win. If he wasn't skillful, you don't land that left hook by accident. You don't land those right hands by accident. Like, you get what I'm saying? The punches like that he landed, he did it the right way. He was smart in his approach, and he was able to take advantage of, the flaws that 30 other Haney opponents couldn't. But he pissed it away with the Osterine situation. So that's just is what it is. But losing, this is my thing, man. Losing to Ryan Garcia is not the end of the world if you get your way back into the ring. Like, I just don't feel like he lost to a trash fighter. I've never called Ryan trash. I never thought he was trash. I don't know, man. Some guys just have your number, and styles make fights. Especially when you fight the wrong style of fight that's not beneficial to your fighting style. It's not crazy to believe that he lost. Or you get what I'm saying? It's not crazy. Casey said it's 5'9", 165, 170 pounder. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He's a big boy, man. He said he liked to eat. He said his heart was truly in it. Yeah, man. He ain't had no quit in him. They do. I had to go rematch that Whitaker. You said you had to rematch that Ben Whitaker shit or rewatch. Is you saying rewatch? Beth was good with it, fam. So he looking like him for real. Yeah, we gonna spin back. We gonna spin back too, man. Mr. Ma was good with it, fam. He said Dev not quitting and taking that damage is why we have questions about what he'll do in his next fight. Nah, I understand that, but I just think I don't feel like all right, look. Let's not straddle no fences here. Look, he got touched up. Those knockdown rounds was big, right? They was huge, whatever. But I still don't think that was the kind of beating where you can't recover. I'm not getting that vibe from this. I'm only getting that vibe if somehow that after taking that kind of punishment, now your heart is not in it. That's the only question I would really have. If your heart is still in it and you still want to be a great fighter, I think he can bounce back. I just think it's a one-off. You got beat up, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like mentally, if you can bounce back from what happened in that fight, I think we can still see a damn good fighter that'll go on to make some great fights. And I said this before. I would put the Ryan Garcia thing on hold for a second. Damon, what it do? For one, y'all suing each other, right? Ryan's still suspended. Cool. Go get your shake back fight. And Teofimo is a guy that actively looked like his belt need to be taken up off him. Ryan and Haney could fight 100 times. Ryan win 100 of them. I hear somebody else say 10 out of 10 they think Ryan will win, but I'm not going to argue that. I ain't going to say he can't, but I just don't I don't think like that. Maybe even if they fall 10 times, maybe Ryan wins 7. Even if he won 8, I just don't think he wins 10. I don't think he's that much better. Because that to me would say that you that much better. You get what I'm saying? Styles make fights, yeah, but damn it, if I beat you 10 times, you know what I'm saying? Get me, and I'll say this also. If you just listen to how the guy was breaking down the amateur fights, the ones that Ryan won is the ones where he was able to essentially do some damage in, right? It's the same thing with this fight. He just happened to get the first of the wins, right? I don't know in which order all the amateur wins went in terms of wins and losses for them, but shit, in this game 7, as they was coining it, right? He got the first leg. I just still don't believe there's no way he can lose a fight. I've seen him lose before. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe 8 times out of 10 he win, right? But I don't think 10 times out of 10. Not for me, y'all. You get me? Maybe he win more times than not, but I don't think he beat him 10 times out of 10. I just don't feel like he that much better or smarter or is disciplined within the sport of boxing either, or is committed. Just think Devin Haney has him in those areas, and with the right strategy and game plan, I think it's a different fight. You get what I'm saying? You could if unless you a guy that don't believe that he could get any better or fix his mistakes, ain't even that he got to get better. You just got to fix those mistakes. But I guess fixing those mistakes would make him better. So yeah, he got some issues to address. He do. They still got his Dev. Yeah, he got to show. He got to get back in there. But what I'm saying is, my conversation is today too. Is I'm not counting him out, y'all. Forever G's what it do. I ain't counting him out yet. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wait till he get back in there. I'm not gonna say that he got fraud checked. Nah, I mean, look, they sold a good one, they talked a good one, they trained their asses off, and it didn't work out in their favor. And that's what it was. But it should be normalized in boxing, man. Also, that's all I'm saying. What happened to them should be what happened to him should be normalized in boxing. People get beat up a little bit sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna get your ass whooped a little bit, and that's just what it is. I mean, sometimes somebody gonna get the best of you. Sometimes you're not gonna get your hand raised. It's just what it is, bro. But I got one more thing, man, to play, man, and this is the little clip that I came across too, with them calling him zombie Haney. You know what I'm saying? Drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah, I get it, Rod. It's just the fact that it was present and the fact that it's not legal is why it's going to always be like a cloud or asterisk by that fight. It's going to always be looked at what it is. Yeah, we seen the totality of it, and we can walk away from it feeling like, yeah, Ryan won that fight. We seen it, but he pissed the situation away, literally in the cup, and pissed it away. Samuel, what it do, my guy? Said Harvey Doc went straight to church after that night. Yeah, he was stalling Debo out, eh? He was definitely stalling Debo out. He was stalling Debo there. Ryan tried to cook at the end of that, yeah. Ryan tried to get some stuff off at the end, bro. Oh man, I look at his physical attribute gifts thing. Ryan always gonna be a problem. I think so too, Kyle. I think so. He's gonna always present those physical challenges for him, and he's truly just as every bit as fast and just hit harder, and it's every possibly bigger. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Ryan is continuing to improve and add to his arsenal. Fight can go either way, but never one-sided. That's what Cal, we in 100% agreement on that. I just don't think it's a one-sided situation, right? You know what I'm saying? So how are you a weight bully fighting way smaller dudes? You still can't hurt those dudes. I think he'd be hurting them dudes. He hurt Ryan. Yo. Ryan admitted to being hurt in that fight. He said Rastafari. he was hurt in that fight. So yeah, they had the Thriller joint playing in the background. They wild. Now, look, I don't know. That might be falling the lines of more so trolling than hate, right? They just, they call him his alter ego, Zombie Haney is crazy. They gave this man the alter ego, man. The internet is undefeated, y'all, by every stretch of the imagination, bro. Internet undefeated, y'all. Call it, man, Zombie Haney. But look, like I said, this was all about highlighting to y'all people, though. Y'all good people, the difference between, what I look at is hate versus somebody that give them his just due like me. A lot of these negative sentiments that people have and echoing, look, I ain't disagreeing with people. I ain't counting them out. And I just feel like it's almost like a bad trend in boxing where a guy take a loss or get beat up in a fight, it don't go his way. We immediately says they done. It'd be one fight. It'd be one loss. And we like, yeah, he done. Yeah, he mentally cooked. It's over. Like, we don't even have shit to go off by that. That's premature. That's one fight. You didn't get to see him again to see if it's like, yo, he don't look like the same fighter. Man, people seen a couple videos and they went crazy like, yeah, he done. It's over with. I don't know yet. It's early. He's shaking back for sure. I think it's going to take some, some work to get back to where he need to get back to for sure. I don't think he all the way there yet, but it looked like his weight is in check. Look like he's tried to make some changes. How many changes he'll make and how significant they'll be in his career is still, we got to wait and see. You know what I mean? I'm not counting him out. I'm not counting Young Dev out, bro. I'm not. But they went in that documentary, man. They had some fun with that. Yeah, they threw it. We threw EJ, and not saying us, but we threw EJ away at the one loss, bro. It's over with. It's one loss. It's over. He done. Cuzzo, what's going on? Ashley's Corner in the building. What's good, Cuz? How you feeling? Yeah, you way late. Yeah, it's all good, though. It is all good. It's all good. But yeah, I know people probably thought, you see the title, you like, damn, Just Do about to go in. No, I'm not. Just play these people words and play the video. And look, I get it. Everybody got their opinions of other Haneys, but I don't feel like the loss or the fight to Ryan is the downfall. The only way that can be the case is if he cannot get back to where he need to get to because of this fight. Like if he no longer looks like who Devin Haney is as a fighter, then we got a conversation. But until then, until he get back in the ring and he show me that I feel as though he's missing something that he once had, I can't just write him off. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm a real fight fan. But yeah, we called the fight. I think I did like a 7 hour and some change live. Go back and check it. Like we called the fight live, bro. I was in awe in real time. Like, damn, I ain't see the fight playing out like this, but that I've seen worse fights. I've seen people get beat up worse. I've seen worse ass whoopings than that. Everybody in here seen a worse ass whooping than that. And I get it. Some people feel like maybe he wasn't what they were selling all along. So you feel like he done because of that. But nah, man, everybody got some extra juice on them when you win it. Everybody got that little extra juice on them when they win it, right? Everybody got the, So right now he got to still show people that he still got the juice, bro. And the only way he can do that is by getting a win and getting a meaningful win after that and proving to people you still a top fighter. Don't tell me Teofimo can't beat don't tell me Devin Haney can't beat a guy like Teofimo. I just refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe he can't beat him. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this. The only way He can't beat Ryan in a rematch is if he don't go about it the right way. The only way he doesn't beat a guy like Teofimo if he don't go about it the right way. And the right way is for him to get a shake back fight to make sure that all the cobwebs is clear and everything is good. That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving the young man some breathing room to lose, bro. This shit happens in boxing. That's all I'm saying, bro. People get beat up. But I seen worse, way worse ass whoopings than that. Yeah, his jaw was swollen. It didn't look good from an optic standpoint. It looked like a little battered. It looked like he went through it. We damn near seen him on all fours. He was in some compromised situations. It looked bad. But we've all seen worse. You get what I'm saying? We just ain't seen that happen to him. That's one time now. Let's see if he bounced back. We've seen plenty of guys lose and bounce back, bro. But you got to understand the mistakes that was made within the fight so you can bounce back. And I think that's where the challenge is for him. You got to, make the necessary changes to get better, bro. Brian Norman versus Santian and Tim Tszyu versus Mortazalia was way worse. Yo, hey, Big Supreme. And look, Tim Tszyu got ended early, bro. And that shit was brutal. He got his ass whooped. Bro, he got whooped on. The knockout loss that Ashton Sills suffered over with from Lucas' body. That knockout was worse than any knockdown. All three of them knockdowns put together from Haney. Haney was conscious and aware. He was buzzed and hurt. You know what I mean? Shook up, but he kept fighting. He had the wherewithal to fight through that shit. He ain't quit. Some of these dudes don't make it out. So I just seen way worse ass whoopings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Brian Norman beat Santian ass, bro. That was vicious. He had him leaking. He beat his ass. You get what I'm saying? Tim Tszyu got put in a blender. And blitz crazy. He looked like he ain't know what hit him, bro, when the fight was over. I'm like, yo, damn, you ain't never see Tim Tszyu look like that. But we ain't never see Devin Haney look like how Ryan Garcia made it look, so I get it. But it happens, bro. All I'm saying, let's normalize, competitive fights, and let's normalize the outcomes in competitive fights. When you have a competitive fight, especially people who share the ring with each other, and we ain't talking about once or twice or even 3 times. We talking about 6. Don't tell me that the other guy ain't got a chance to win when he possessed some physical attributes that the young Devin Haney ain't had to run into yet as a fighter. Why can't we just highlight that and say, yo, that was a challenge that he just failed, bro? Like it was the first time. I think that somebody was just as fast or probably a tick faster that with that punching power and combined size, and he had the wherewithal to actually go get him, and he was familiar with him. Like, you get what I'm saying? That shit could happen. That shit really could happen, bro. It really could. It happened, but let's normalize it. Like, it ain't crazy. What we seen is not crazy, bro. It should be normal. People get beat up all the time, B. That's all I'm saying. We got to stop throwing the fighters away and saying they mentally cooked after one fight without even being a bounce back. You get what I'm saying? At least get that man that. At least give him a chance to say, man, I want to see who we going to fight next before I throw him away. Like, damn, we be tossing him away after one loss. Let's do. I'm still here. Smith's still looking really bad in sparring, which is why they keep pushing the return backwards. I've heard that a time or two as well, William Old School. And they could be protecting him. You know what I'm saying? Could be. Yeah, I felt bad for Timmy too, man. He was getting his ass kicked. My bet was on Devin in that fight. The right way is to box the fighter. That's exactly right. He didn't box the fighter. He fought him. And that shit just went bad. He said, I'm in denial. Nah, man, listen. Think about what I'm saying. What I'm saying is very logical. For us to assume that he's not going to bounce back without even allowing him to return to the ring is very premature. That's a premature notion. How do you know if he's cooked just based on one fight? No, that's a fight that didn't go in his favor. Okay. Shit, that shit happen all the time. You get what I'm saying? Losses can make people better. Maybe he could tighten up his shit. The loss made this guy enroll in 24/7 testing. The loss made him kick people out of his camp, and it wasn't an official loss on the record, but you get what I'm saying. For a short time, it was a win for Ryan Garcia. So I get it. We seen 12 rounds and he didn't get his hand raised. I understand, but man, look, that it's okay, man. It's okay. It's all good as long as you get back in there, bro. Nah, you said it's a massive failure. I don't know, bro, because Rusty, I don't just look at one fight and reduce a guy's career to just one fight where it didn't go well. I do math, right? And what my math tells me is 30 other opponents. Well, I'll say 29. He was 30-0, but he fought one of the guys twice in George Kambosos. He fought 29 other guys, bro. And it equaled up to 30 fights. You get what I'm saying? I see all of that body of work that he put in, and I look at the one time that it didn't work out, and I'm like, yo, that shit happens. It can happen to anybody. Losses are a part of boxing, man. You're not gonna win them all. But show me a fighter that'll tell you in boxing it's easy to win 30 street fights and be dead serious. You get what I'm saying? And that's what he did. That's what he was able to do. So that's how I look at the career as in totality. I look at you put in a lot of work. Yeah, I acknowledge some guys might have been a little older, smaller. All of that stuff is cool, but you still had to win. Yeah, you got in there with a bigger, stronger guy, a little faster, I think, and it just didn't go well for you because you was faced with some challenges that maybe as a fighter you haven't seen from a physical standpoint just yet in your career. You know what I'm saying? At least, and even with all of that being said, even with the little smidgen of Osterine or whatever people want to call it, he still made it through 12 rounds with the dude. You get what I'm saying? So as bad as people may think that the loss was, he didn't get stopped, bro. I seen way worse beatdowns. I seen one-sided ass whoopings, like complete ass whoopings where dudes ain't putting together no rounds. Like Ryan admitted to being buzzed in the fight. I think people forget. Dad put some work in too now. It just wasn't one side. It wasn't one-way traffic. That's why I'm like, I think it was just the moments are like they just was so big to the people. They like, nah, it was bad. Wasn't that bad, bro? His jaw wasn't broke. I can't find no report officially where they say that was the case. I know his shit was puffy, but that was the right side. What was that? That was his left side. So that was the right hand. That wasn't even from the left hook. So yeah, he took some damage for sure. He got beat up. It happens, but I seen way worse beatdowns, bro. I don't know. I seen way worse beatdowns. I seen a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, they said he mentally cooked already. I'm like, damn, bro, damn, damn. Is it? Man, hold on, man. Hold on. Let me put boy on the back burner, bro. If he talking to me, let me put you on the back burner real quick. The problem was it was one-sided whenever Ryan wanted to be. Yeah, I mean, it was some moments where he really got off and did well, but still in all, though, I think I went and watched the fight more recently. I just don't think he had the kind of fight that people make it seem. Like I was there for it. Like we called it live. I still remember, you know what I mean, watching the fight more recently. Yeah, he it's just the rounds that he won. He ended up winning them big with the knockdowns. But inside and in between all of that, it was some boxing taking place, and it was favoring Devin Haney. That's how I seen it. You get what I'm saying? Like it's bad the way it played out in its totality before the Osterine. I mean, you know, before the Osterine, the way you sold the fight and how it ended up playing out. Yeah, that stuff it's gonna be what it is. But at the end of the day, man, he still made it through 12 rounds with this dude on his feet. You know what I mean? I know Ryan was showboating and all that shit. It got bad, but he was on his ass. They just boxed the fighter. Yeah, he also went to that fight knowing that he shouldn't fight him. So he confused his confidence and his own logic. Yeah, man. Kind of shot himself in the foot a bit, you know. You don't fight like you got something to prove to a certain fan base. You get what I'm saying? You fight like you got something to prove to yourself that you coming to win. And I think it's a valuable lesson to be learned here whenever you fighting, bro. You get in there to really, you know, do what's best for you and fight your fight. That's all I'm saying. And do that shit to the best of your ability for as long as you can, for as consistently as you can. I just think he had moments where he exchanged at times and it just wasn't good for him. Ryan just was the better man that night. You know, sometimes that shit happens, man, but it is what it is, bro. Still feel like Devin. I'm gonna tell the truth. Oh yeah, I still like that. Yeah, he got beat up, but I seen way worse losses than that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not in there with the craziest beatdowns I've ever seen at all. It's not even close. Not even close. He got shook pretty bad in them fights, but yeah, I mean that fight in them rounds, but he made it out, bro. Like think about it. If it was as bad, I think as what people make it seem, I don't think he would have made it out. I don't think he made it out. I don't think he would have made it out. The ego will most often get your ass beat. Yeah, and I think it was fighting with a lot of ego. Yeah, it was more than 3. I'll tell you that. It was more than 3. Nah, man. See what you want to hear, Bradley? You want to hear somebody like, yeah, man, he got his ass beat. Man, nah, Ryan Garcia was getting boxed in some of them rounds too. And I'm not going to change what I'm saying because I'm not an over-exaggerating ass type of person. Now you're going to sit here and tell me that that's the worst loss that you've seen ever, like, or nowhere near close. Yeah. How much can I say a guy got beat up? But I've seen way worse than that. I've seen way worse. Seen guys not make it out of fights. I've seen dudes get stopped early. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could be a bit embarrassing because he was getting dropped left and right. Yeah, you're probably going to take a hit, but it's boxing, bro. He got it. What would have been more embarrassing is to get knocked out cold and not even get up. What's more embarrassing is bending the knee and people thinking that you could have continued and you quit. Did he do that? So fuck being embarrassed, bro. You get in a fight, you get your ass whooped, and then that's it. You move on. So if he got his ass whooped, yeah, but he put together some good work. I'm not switching my words because y'all want to hear me shit on him. Nah, bro, he got beat up. I was there. Well, I wasn't there. We was here live. We called it. We seen the fight. It's all good, but nah, I'm not about to go crazy. Somebody also had fucking Osterine in their system that pissed away the whole win. I don't give a damn what you say and how little bit. He's a fool for not being on his P's and Q's, for not crossing his T's and dotting his I's. He's a fool for it. So, yeah, and again, these dudes are familiar with each other. It's not crazy that Ryan was able to have success, bro. It's not. It's not crazy. This dude fast as hell. He hit hard as hell. You get what I'm saying? He got a real left hook. He dangerous, bro. That shit ain't... the only reason why y'all surprised is because you must have really believed the shit that Devin Haney was selling or other people were selling about Ryan. You must have believed that the reason Ryan lost the tank or quit or whatever you want to call because he was trash. If you thought Ryan Garcia was trash, maybe that's why you surprised by what happened. I never thought that. You get what I'm saying? I never thought that. Nah, his jaw wasn't broke, bro. His jaw wasn't broke. His shit was swelled up, but his jaw wasn't broke. Okay, Black Pride. Yeah, that's weak. Oh, he could talk. All this talk could when the fights. Oh, he fighting on BLK Prime. When he fights who he's fighting on BLK Prime, for sure. I'm just rocking with boxing on this one, bro. I ain't throwing him away, and I'm unapologetically not throwing the man away after one loss, bro. I'm not doing that. If that's how you watch boxing, by all means, you watch boxing that way, bro. I don't watch boxing that way. You can get beat up and bounce back, bro. You can get beat up and bounce back. I feel like Errol Spence got beat worse than him. Y'all telling me Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney worse than Terrence Crawford beat Errol Spence? And I don't even want to bring that up, but you get the point I'm making. That was worse. That was way worse. That was way worse. You get what I'm saying? And it didn't even go the distance. That was worse. Didn't Errol get dropped about 3 times too? Look at the way his face looked. Look at the way he was bleeding, swelled up. Look crazy. Look crazy, right? That shit was a lot worse. I was surprised Devin survived on 12. I was surprised that he got up from the first knockdown the most because it looked like that one hurt him the most. It caught him off guard, shocked him, and he never been down like that. I thought that one was going to possibly end him. The other ones was pretty bad too, but he kept getting up. That dude kept getting up. I got much respect for Devin Haney, man. That's all I'm saying. I don't watch boxing like to hate these dudes. So even through an ass whooping, I could still find a way to support the man, bro. It ain't that deep. He got beat up by Ryan. Yeah, they sold death. They said they was going to do X, Y, and Z. That shit is no different than what every other fighter do that end up losing. You know what I'm saying? Before the fight, they tell you that X, Y, and Z is going to happen because you're supposed to feel like that. And then you get in a fight and sometimes you got to be shown, bro. He had to find out that day they wanted the better man in the ring. Devin got dropped more times, but the ref did call some of those. No, he might have got dropped more times. I'm just saying official times. I get the little knockdowns that the ref didn't call, but I'm still saying Errol Spence beatdown was a lot worse. Period. Like that was just a lot worse to me. Devin got beat worse than Spence. Shit, not me. Hell no. Not me. Not me. Errol Spence didn't win a single round. And what did the fight end in? Like 9? He didn't win a solitary round in 9 rounds. Their fight went 12. He went the distance. They both got dropped officially, right? 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. Errol Spence's face was a lot more beat up, and he didn't win a single solitary round. Maybe the first round. Maybe the first. Maybe. But after that, it was just one-way traffic. Hell no. Hell no. No, for me, I can't tell you what you've seen. Like, so that's why I don't disagree with you. But for me, I think Errol took definitely a worse beat. And he older, is accidents and shit like that, lifestyle. I think that the damage that he took in that fight was far more significant than what Devin Haney took. Damon, shout out to my guy. The only problem I got is that the haters leave out the performance enhanced shit, makes you stronger, faster on the top of the natural speed he has. You can't. I get it. People feel like the small trace amounts is just not worth bringing up, but you can't complete a conversation without highlighting the fact that that shit was at play, bro. It was there. It was present. How it got there, the world would never know, right? But it was there. That's what we do know. And like I said, Ryan is not doing themselves no favor when he allowed Devin Haney to beat him to the 365 type testing, right? He's sitting up here talking about, I ain't taking about it. Well, whatever, bro. I ain't using about it. Whatever, bro. We don't want to hear that shit. You the one that pop hot. You should be starting a whole clean boxing campaign, bro. That's what you need to be doing. But instead, you out here trying to entertain exhibitions in Japan somewhere while you still suspended, dude. You got Devin Haney, and you got Bill. You got Bill out here pressing you, bro. You got Bill out here pressing you, and you can't even look up. You look like a scolded dog or something. You look like a guilty man. You get what I'm saying? You run around here looking stupid. Up to my guy Damon, man. Appreciate the love, homie. Look, Bill put the.
There he goes ducking. I see you, Lupe. I see you, Lupe. I see you, Lupe. Yeah, I know. I see him trying to duck around there. Yeah. Came all out here for nothing, huh? You ducking it, huh? Lupe, you done ducked it, huh? Yeah, you done ducked it. Yeah, y'all done ducked it. Stay quiet.
Get it. I ain't saying getting a damn fisticuff with him or getting to a verbal back and forth, but you move like a guy that is untrustworthy. You move like a dude that's just on some type of weird shit, like with no accountability. That's what I don't like. I ain't going to accuse him of nothing extra. The test proved what was going on to a degree, right? But it's the way he carry himself, bro. Do a lot of talking, and then when it's time to look, you can't even look up. It look like he carrying around some type of guilt. He say a lot of this stuff in the media, and then when faced with that energy, it's like, yeah, I ain't even gonna look. I'm gonna just head out. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. Devin is no Bud though. Hell no. Nah, Bud is special. But that wasn't the comparison. It's just and then that's another thing, cuz you get what I'm saying? So that beat down to me was always going to be worse. Way worse. You know what I'm saying? A lot worse to me. A lot worse. Bud was on another level for sure. But Bud the best fighter, and I'm an ESJ fan for sure. But I just think it was worse. You know what I mean? Ryan was asked the whole fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was mediocre. Like, he was mediocre in spots, so he definitely allowed opportunities for Devin Haney to put together multiple rounds. So, for me, I see a fight. I see that officially both guys got knocked down 3 times. I see one where one guy made it to 12 rounds, puffy jaw, you know what I mean? Got busted up a bit. He was leaking in there too. But I seen the way Errol's face was breaking up after a couple rounds, how he got dropped early. They both got hurt early in their fights. And then one guy didn't make it through his fight, and he lost pretty much the better of 8 rounds straight, like just getting pummeled. So, and getting knocked around, that shit looks super bad. And we was concerned watching that in real time. But, you know, that's my guy. I'm always going to rock with him. But you see how they threw him away after one loss. And like I said, they're doing the same thing with Devin here, but I'm just not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford is unbeatable. Man, Bud Crawford, one of the best fighters, hands down, in the world. That's my guy right there, man. I rock with boxing, though. I like Bud. Where Connor at? When you need him. Connor asked Cuzzo. Connor said he want the Barrios fight. We're gonna spend a lot. We're gonna talk about Connor too, man. Y'all know we be putting the work in over here, man. Y'all know that. Make sure y'all smashing the like button, man. Sub to the channel if you new. We just gonna keep building. I'm just a different kind of guy, bro. I don't get up here to shit on these fighters. I tell you exactly what I feel like happened. Just make no mistake as to who got the better of the work between Ryan and Devin, but I still seen so many worse fights. I've seen so many worse fights, so many worse beat downs, you know, than what Ryan Garcia dished out to Devin. But I tell you something, I don't think I ever seen yet. I don't think I seen two cuts worse than these two guys right here, bro. Cuzzo asked, it's her fault. She asked about Connor Ben. Said, where's Connor Ben at when you need him? There you go. Try to leave him alone, but nah, he won't leave me alone. Like, it's bro wild, but probably never seen a worse cut in boxing than that in my life. They suing dude. Yeah, so you talking about Ryan and Devin? They suing each other. That's the crazy part. They suing each other. Shout out to my boxing mom, Barbara D. Here, Bill Haney straight clown movie. I think he just learning on the job. I always say that. I ain't talking about the lying stuff that people feel like he do. I'm just saying as far as pissing off the community, I think that's what he be trying to do. Yeah, I think he got it worse. And that's not a slight to EJ. I'm just saying, like, I've seen worse beatdowns. Like, I don't think that's a career-threatening beatdown to me. I didn't see that. But it can be if you don't approach the situation the right way, right? You just go back into it with bravado, not accepting, the mistakes that was made in the fight and stuff like that, right? Blaming it strictly on enhancement. That's not the way to go. But I think they know what's up. I'm taking away Devin wins. Yeah, coming in 20 pounds over, take them L's. You take them wins. Yeah, he definitely got to take the L. But the only thing is, man, his wins, even though he was them 20 pounds over and stuff, ain't never popped with that Osterine, man. I gotta say that. You get me? I get it, but at least he ain't had that type of advantage. They were gonna talk his son into the hospital. Shit, he did that day. Well, they should have went with the way his jaw was looking. I still love the Bud. Yeah, salute the Bud, man. Earl was turning red and it got kind of cringy. Yeah, I hated watching that. I was like, man, yo, my guy up like that. Got Bud over Canelo. Talk to him, Rick. We gonna talk about it, man. We gonna talk about it later because I hear that it's I wouldn't say that, right? Because I did I broke down the documentary that they had on that, and they said to a certain degree putting on that much weight is worse than somebody that's on some type of testosterone fix or something to that effect. But I don't think it's cool to do, but the fact that they keep allowing it, it's like it's not my call, right? They gotta do something about it. The fact that he's doing it, but I just appreciate the way that he sacrificed his body to make the weight and be really looking like Thriller. You know what I'm saying? Zombie Haney, as they call it, he be, looking bad on the scale, but he do put on a lot of extra weight. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My question would be, why would they be letting it go down or continue to take place if it's faulty, if it's not on point? So I don't know. I know some of the fighters question it. They don't know what's up. They don't know why how he's able to put on that weight. I know Keith Thurman questioned it. You've seen Regis question it. I don't know. So I'm not saying it's cool that he's doing it, but I'm not the one that can do anything about it. I don't think a guy should be fighting at a weight class if they're rehydrating that high up, if it's up to me. But what could I do about it? I can only highlight that it's happening, but the sport of boxing is allowing it, you know what I'm saying, to just take place. So I don't know. I think it in a strange way, it eliminates weight classes, right? It creates this false illusion that you fight at the particular weight class because you sacrifice your body to make it, right? But then once you rehydrate and once you get actually to the fight, now you 2 to 3 weight classes above where you weighed in at, and it's not the same situation no more. It's almost like it's no longer the weight of a 40-pounder, especially when you find yourself 3 pounds shy of a super middleweight. So I get all of that, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna try to get it. I want to get somebody that is really familiar with Snack to talk about what's really good with Snack, because it's a lot I don't know. I hear what people saying, but it ain't really no concrete evidence. I just hear people saying they don't like it because they feel like it's unfair or something like that. But I don't feel like Devin Haney look like some enhanced fighter when he fight. I don't see that. I don't see some enhanced fighter. Like, shit, what was them enhancements for this fight for 420? I ain't see that shit. So I don't know. I think the weight thing is always going to be questioned by people because they don't like it. And we respect the weight classes. And obviously, if you coming in with that kind of advantage, it's just not the same as that feel to the fight. So it is what it is. Will, what's good with it, bro?
What's up, my guy?
What's going on?
Oh, not much. As for Snack, since you just talked about that, I don't want Victor Conte anywhere near boxing, bro. I don't give a crap. This dude literally went to jail for this shit. How the hell you let this dude make freaking supplements for this for fighting for a combat sport to top it all off?
Right.
No, I don't care what anybody says. Until we got other scientists besides his testing his supplements and doing a complete investigation on this dude, no, he shouldn't be anywhere near the sport.
Vicky, yeah.
And here's my deal on Spence, bro.
Yeah,
I tried telling everybody. Nobody listened. Oh, Danny Garcia showed up for a goddamn paycheck. He didn't even hardly fight back.
Legacy.
Then he gets in the ring with God, now I can't think of his name. What's the guy that beat Pacquiao?
Who you talking about? Jeff Horn?
No.
That knocked him out?
Right before Spence.
Oh, Ugas.
Ugas gets in there. Now Ugas got no power at all. But he connects on Spence, and Spence is standing there looking like a damn zombie. Says he's looking for his teeth. I don't buy that, dude. That look, I even said it right after the fight to a bunch of people. That look was not a good look.
Yeah, like a deer in the headlights for a second or something.
Yeah, bro. That's a glitch. That's a brain glitch.
That absent look, like the lights on, nobody home for a second.
Exactly.
Yeah, and again, it's all about education for me. I hear people about their reservations on Snack because they feel like, what is it? This Victor Conte connection. But I said this before, bro. I know it seemed crazy, but that'll a guy that specialized in how to do some shit it will be used for that kind of job, right? Where you're used to help prevent it. But again, I don't blame not a single soul that questions him. I'm sorry, it's just what it is. I ain't sorry, it's just what it is. I get that, but I don't feel like Devin Haney's a cheater.
Well, Jussie shouldn't be in charge of making supplements for fighters, dude. I'm sorry. That's a no-no.
Yeah. So don't always look like that, man. That's the that's the reputation that's gonna follow him. Unfortunately for him, So I never argue people being, hesitant whenever they feel like he involved. But I do think it's some confusion. Like I said, I would like to reach out to somebody that could, really inform me on what exactly is Snack. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just, because I get it, it's got to be deeper than just Victor Conte. Like, I'm not running with that. And there's so many fighters that, have the shirt on. I don't know exactly which ones are fully all in with the program and which ones are not. Like, who's really using Snack supplements and who's not. But I just my feeling on it is the people don't like it and they want it out of boxing. But I want some game on it because I want to know exactly what it is. Because I done seen people say it's legal steroids, and I'm like, bro, what? Like, think about what you're saying. So it's I just want the right.
Why would you take supplements that's not giving you some kind of enhancement?
Yeah, but the thing is the enhancement's illegal. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is.
I don't believe they are legal. I just don't believe they've been tested by the right people.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I don't.
It's always that, bro. It's always gonna be that because of who's involved. So I get it, bro.
Exactly.
And I just try to look at these fighters for who they've shown themselves to be, and like particularly when I look at a Devin Haney, I just can't see an enhanced fighter, bro. That'll be the first of, I don't know, like he don't look like he doing something super crazy in there or nothing like that, but I don't know. I mean, looks is one thing. I don't mean, you know what I'm saying?
look,
Ryan didn't look like he had nothing going on that night either, right? But he looked in bad shape, but then it come to find out he did. So I'm not justifying nobody cheating. I'm not cool with, I get the weight bully term, but I respect him making the weight. I just don't like the fact that you blow up that much and then you call yourself a 40-pounder and you was doing that shit at
look,
35 too. He's not the
I
only
have
one. A lot of fighters do that shit though.
I have nothing against Devin.
Yeah, me neither.
I hope he goes on to have a spectacular career. But here's the deal: he needs to stay the hell away from Ryan. His reaction time to those punches were bad. He has slow reaction time, and I said it for 3 years that I could see that. But he never got in the ring with anybody with fast enough hands to expose it.
Yeah, true. That's why I think the challenge lied for him. It was a physical challenge that he failed. Nobody was
think he
able to
needs
put
to
that
stay the
type
hell
of,
away from Ryan in the
you know what I'm
future,
saying?
dude. I'll be honest. He needs to
I
stay
get,
the hell away from Ryan.
I get it, but for me, I really do think he beat that kid. Yeah, I really do.
I don't know, bro. Ryan was
I
not in
really
shape.
do.
I don't care what anybody says. I've went back and watched Tank and Ryan a multiple of times, and then I've watched Ryan and Devin multiple of times. And the Ryan that got in the ring with Tank would have destroyed Devin. He'd have never got out the second round.
Black Parent was good. Ain't steroids legal? It's just illegal to take them. Oh, right. During prep for fight. Shout out to Black Parent. He came here being specific with it. Now, listen, I understand, bro. I just don't feel like Ryan is that much better that there's no avenue for Devin to beat him. Like I said, I get it with the whole in shape thing, but that's the thing. And I said this shit before. Tank forced him to be in shape. Devin let him off the hook.
Yeah.
Devin should have never. With that? Like the people call it drained and all that shit. I said, man, that was the last time you seen that man really disciplined, and it was still a catch weight, but that was the closest to being in shape that he was. I think so, and I think he took that shit serious because he knew he had to.
I think Ryan came in overweight to force Devin to drop the fight. I truly believe that. And when Devin didn't drop the fight, Ryan's like, okay, I'm gonna hit you with your own weight disadvantage.
I just think he I did hear the story from what the guy said. Like nobody, they were saying Floyd told him to miss weight. I mean, they said he got himself to a certain weight, and he said, "Yo, that's it. Like I ain't pushing him." That he said.
And there's still a lot of questions of what the hell happened between Zab Judah, this guy Scooter, and him giving Ryan tainted supplements, bro. And then Devin's little brother having an epiphany. And I don't give a crap what anybody says. That kid had no epiphany. He knew that dude was dirty. And he knew it probably from listening to his dad and his brother talk. I think that was a complete setup.
Right.
An insurance policy, if nothing else.
I get it, man. I don't know if he traumatized from the fight. Like, y'all don't feel like he need another fight before you can really make that assessment? You don't feel like that's premature? You don't never need to see him again to feel like what he is and what he ain't? That's premature as hell. There's no way you can know that without him fighting.
We definitely need to see him back in the ring.
Yeah, man. And that guy, man, I just don't like the way he moving, yeah. That's what I'm pissed about. Like, think about it. I understand somebody got beat up in this fight. I understand they sold a certain way. I understand there's a lot of narratives that people don't appreciate and energy being put out. But bro, he lost a fight, man, and it is what it is, bro. I'm not tripping. I don't think there's no way that guy could lose again. That's a guy that some people, like I said, would admit that or feel as though he quit. They feel like the Tank made him quit.
And as far as him not saying anything when he was getting into the car, telling Bill anything, more than likely his lawyer told him to keep his mouth shut to them people until after the case is over with.
Right. I think that was a bad move to make the lawsuit thing so public. I think they could have did without that. But just to be fair, he's suing too. You know what I'm saying, Ryan?
Yeah, well, he did that just to be an ass.
So That's why I'm favoring Haney to bounce back. That's where my optimism lies, because like I said, despite what people think about how much weight he put back on after the fight, they're allowing that shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's really an issue, then I think boxing need to clean that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because there is weight classes for a reason. And I don't like to see crazy ass 20, 30 weight pound advantages. Like that should be sounding crazy. You know what I'm saying? So guys coming in damn near super middleweight fighting at 140, it just sounds crazy. But at least you making it weight at the end of the day. If they allow it, that's boxing. They got some cleaning up to do, like I said. But he gambled, like Rick said, and it ain't work. Right. Everybody could lose. And he found out that he ain't Superman, right?
Well, D1 went back to work this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I told him yesterday evening, nothing against you. You killed me yesterday and today, though. I was gonna try and do a live by myself this morning, but yesterday evening you killed all my talking points.
Nah, you still could do it because you gotta get a William Old School joint. I just happened to pop on because I seen it. I was like, it's Sunday. I don't really care about football right now.
Well, no, I was gonna go live this morning. But after yesterday, when you talked about everything I was going to talk about, I told D1, I said, I don't even know if I'm going to try it now, bro.
Yeah, you should have still did it. You should have still do it. That always happened to me. I still do it because I know ain't nobody going to present the information the way I do. Like, so it'll be people that probably talk about this documentary, but they probably not going to chance it or play it and break it down the way we do it. So it's always worth it. Trust me, bro. You should have still done it. Or just shoot me a text, let me know, because I make an adjustment.
Yeah, well, I saw you post this morning. This morning, that's what killed any idea I had. So that you were going live this morning.
Yeah, there's no ethics in boxing. Yeah, look, boxing need to get cleaned up for sure. I understand that people might feel like the guy was drained. I'll say he was closer to being in shape. I know that might sound crazy to people, but it wasn't no spurt fighting for him. He wasn't fighting in spurts, and he was coming forward in that fight. He didn't fight like a guy that was drained. People are just strictly going off his physical appearance, and I get it. But I'm going off of what the fighter, how he fought, and what he said out of his mouth. He said he was making the weight easy. He said Tank was dumb. He's easy to fool. He think I'm struggling making weight. He was shoving tacos in his mouth. You get what I'm trying to? How am I making an excuse for him that he's drained and he carrying about like that? Scarf and tacos, bro. He was chilling. He said, yeah, Tank is so dumb. Y'all remember the clip? I'll go search for it and pull it up. Like, I'm not giving nobody an out like, yeah, you was drained. You was in shape. You was forced to be in shape. That's what people not used to seeing. And then you seen a polar. Show me a time that he made a weight class, and that was even a catch weight. But show me a weight class that he made after that. What fight? Go. That dude is undisciplined. That's what it was. That 136 was close enough to 135. That shit made him have to be responsible in there, and that's what we not used to seeing. Committed.
I tell you what, that fight there, bro, was the best shape I've seen Ryan in a long time, too.
2 cents was good with it. I get y'all going off the physical, like how he looked in some of them pictures. He didn't look like a guy that couldn't perform. He didn't look like he was huffing and puffing in between rounds and all that. He did get his rib and kidney punched halfway out his back, but he was he tried, bro. He was coming forward. He wasn't performing. Nobody. What I'm saying is nobody watched that fight and was going like, yeah, Ryan drained right now. He gonna lose. He drained. Like, we started seeing them pictures and people started trying to push that narrative. Nah, that dude just was in shape. I'm gonna keep saying that, bro. You guys blowing up, because think about it. We're gonna say that he was overweight, which we know with Devin, but you see how big he was. That's when he allowed to just do whatever he want. That's him pissing off training camp. He didn't do that shit for Tank. He pissed off a good portion of his training camp with the way he was carrying about. We remember he wasn't even in camp with Derrick James when he was supposed to be. Then he finally went there. I forgot how many weeks a camp that he had. It wasn't no full camp for that dude. I don't believe. Not being where he was supposed to be and not being locked in. Telling you.
You also got to look at this, right?
Tank like that. You knew you couldn't pop up and be no 3 pounds over, and he still was gonna fight you. It's different, man. You knew who you was dealing with, respectfully. No slighter shade to them. You said, yeah, I'll throw y'all a couple dollars in. Y'all bit on the money. Y'all corner man said he wish y'all didn't take the money. All money ain't good money. You wouldn't have been able to play like that with Tank. The whole fight would have been off, dude. The fight would have been off. You wouldn't have been able to offer him no couple dollars, and that shit would have continued. You took advantage of the situation, and that's where it looked like he kind of duped him when that shit happened. When he played with the weight, that was your opportunity to say, you know what? I'm not fighting this goofy ass dude. I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting.
Right? Look, Ryan did everything in his possible to get out of that fight because he didn't like the location. For the first thing, him and Oscar were fighting like cats and dogs at the time. Also, I mean, I don't think Ryan ever intended on getting in the ring with Devin. And then when Devin told him, "Okay, you can have the 3 pounds, and I'll take the money," Ryan had no choice. Then he had to get in the ring.
I think, and I get you. I think he was going to get in the ring. I don't think he was scared because remember he had initially pulled out, went another way, it didn't work out, and then came back. I don't think he was not going to find his way in the ring. For a second, I was questioning it, but then I thought for a while, I'm like, yo, I think he trolling people. He got people think he drinking beer heavy and all that. I heard that was a fake beer. I heard what he really was doing was smoking to a degree, though. I heard that. I don't know.
Ryan was disgusted with the location, though. He wanted it over on the West Coast.
Probably
and
Oscar,
made more like sense, ass, wanted to put it on the East Coast.
I get it. Maybe why he was going about the way he was. You get what I'm saying? But think about it. You paying him is saying like, yo, I want this fight to continue. You get what I'm saying? You not being willing to pay the money or something and being willing to let the fight end. He was quick to give up that bread because he knew. He like, yo, I ain't make that weight. He knew. So, and I think he wanted to come in more comfortable too. You know what I'm saying? But it could have backfired, bro, because he was he wasn't in the best shape to me.
No, not at all.
And he could have took something to try to cut weight too. It could have been. You know what I mean? You never know. So if I'm partying and drinking when I have a fight, it's because I know I'm gonna walk through somebody.
What I don't get is why the fuck did he call Zab Judah to begin with? Why did he call somebody else for help with his weight?
Yeah, they said he sent the guy Scooter or something like that to help him cut the weight.
Yeah, and then he shows up with the tainted supplements.
Yeah, I just think sometimes people don't cross their T's and dot their I's, man. You know what I mean? They don't do their due diligence and they end up in situations. That's why I say the only leg, he don't even really have that to stand on because of the way he dealt with the things. But he should have went through the proper protocols and steps to make sure that, you know, everything was on the up and up. Because sitting up there blaming people ain't going to cut it, bro. That shit is wild. You know what I'm saying? That shit is wild. Blaming everybody for your situation and what's going on is crazy work.
What they should have done was held his feet to the fire, made him come in on weight, or not take the fight at all.
Right. I think that was his opportunity to pull out the fight. You know what I'm saying? When he didn't agree to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? When you knew he pissed it away, you should have just said, you know what? I'm good on you. I don't need to fight you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
What about your business?
Anyway, that's all I got to say, bro. I just want to chime in for a minute.
Appreciate you, man. I'm about to wrap up because the homie, the OG KQ is on cooking, doing this thing. So I ain't want to stay on too long. But y'all already know my time is 4 p.m. Man, y'all tap back in. We're going to pop back up. More than likely, we'll be spinning the block today, man. So
peace out, Joe.
Peace, bro. I appreciate everybody rocking with me. Taking on 3 chances. Probably taking everybody off. You saying you want to lead offer. Yeah, man. That's a conversation that we're going to have too, man. I just think it's deeper than ducking or not even betting on yourself, man, especially when you commanding so much money and they people want to move a certain way. Do all of that. He should have fought Sandor. Nah, he should have. I think that would have been a better fight for him. Shout out to Mr. Mile. Maintaining while doing some chemo. Also said, I have to take large doses, not seeing the results for 6 weeks. He said, I stay away from him. Oh, man, shout out to Mr. Mile, man. I hope you all good over there, man. Blessings to you, family. But y'all smash that like button for you, bro, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up the build. And we going to come back, man. I just wanted to show y'all what the hate versus what giving Devin Haney his just do look like. So I don't feel like he's a fraud. I just don't think he's the face of boxing, but I don't think that makes him a fraud. I think him winning his fights is, largely due to him being a better skillful fighter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he enjoys some size advantages, weight advantages, different things like that. But I think ultimately those guys he beat, because he just was better than them on the night, simple and plain. And it turned out Osterine was present, but Ryan was better that night specifically, right? So now we got to see what Haney is going to look like after this. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what life after Ryan Garcia look like for Devin. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think he can bounce back for sure, but I'm not ready to count him out. Is he the face of boxing? Absolutely not. But is he still one of the top guys? I think so, because I think he can still return to form, but you just got to be smart. Go get your fight at 143 or 144, like you said, and just keep it pushing, bro. And if you still see that Ryan Garcia need his ass beat, go out there and beat him. Go out there and beat him on the beat him. Shout out to Terrell. Appreciate you, bro. Cat, appreciate you, fam. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Make sure y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel. Make sure you turn your notifications on so y'all can come rock out with your boy at 4 o'clock, man, because I'll see all y'all again. Shout out to everybody in the super chat, the Cash App. I appreciate every last one of y'all. And we just going to keep growing, man. We're going to keep building. Y'all know how we do. LaMarcus, my guy. Peace, bro. Arena. I had to sneeze, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, man. Appreciate you, bro. Much love. And over here, I just want y'all to know, anybody new in the building, we just build boxing up. We don't tear it down. That's why I wanted to show y'all the way a typical guy that don't like Devin Haney speaks about him, calling him frauds, zombie this, trying to overanalyze a loss when, bro, it's just a fight that he didn't win. He won 30 straight before that, and that shit not easy. He's accomplished. And just give him the chance, the opportunity to bounce back is all I'm saying. If he don't look like himself in his very next fight, then we got a conversation. But until then, I'm going to believe that he could bounce back. I've seen plenty of people take way worse losses, and this don't got to be the end of him. I think him and his dad together as a unit is figuring it out. I think if they continue to add to their corner and make the moves that they making, cutting down the people that they hanging around, you know, you can focus on what got you here and you can get yourself right back in position to be a top guy at 140. That's what I believe. I want to see you fight Teofimo. I really think you could beat that guy. Shake back, get your get back fight, beat Teofimo up, then go in a perfect world, beat Ryan ass next. But that's all I got. Appreciate all y'all, man. Shout out to the homie KQKC. He's on. I'm gonna go tap in, check in with the OG, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with me. I'll see everybody later. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, his channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing. Not only unbiased, boxing channel on YouTube because I